Welcome everyone to the PJ's Cast. I am your host Pierce, alongside of my good friends Jacob and Schmitty. Can't say co-host because Jacob's technically not a member of the show, but you know
Let's
what?
go.
You're like our fifth Beatle.
Jacob's like when we have a crossover episode.
I'm
Yeah,
the fifth
yeah.
Beatle that no one knows.
Yeah, I don't even know the name of them, but you know what?
Exactly.
Everyone knows everyone knows about the fifth Beatle. They don't actually know the name. That's you. It's just like, yeah, you're that guy. You're that fella.
They know I
You're
exist,
that
but they don't know who
Bella.
I am.
Trust me, you are that guy, pal. You are that guy. Anyways, so this is gonna be our last podcast before the new year. We're going to talk about the Blackhawks, of course. We're going to talk about the Toronto Maple Leafs giving up a hat trick to Eric Gustafson. Couldn't be our team giving up a hat trick to a fraudulent player, am I right?
We definitely did not give up a hat trick to a Washington Capital in the last week. No, definitely did not happen in a Blackhawks game in the last week. No.
Then we'll talk about, since Jacob's here, of course, we're more than obliged to talk about him. We're going to talk about Tage Thompson.
That's cool.
We're going to talk about how we still can't understand how good Connor McDavid's season is. Then we're going to look at the playoff teams, who is in a playoff spot right now. We're going to look at who's legit and who's not. And I thought this would be an interesting topic to talk about. Our favorite games ever from each sport. I'm actually curious to hear what your guys' choices are for that. And then Twitter questions, which I don't think we have any of, so we're going to skip that. And then our favorite podcast moments from 2022. And guess what? Guess who just scored for the Oilers?
Jesse Puljujarvi.
You got it. You probably were looking at the timeline. Anyways.
I don't know. That's what my app said, so I'm just going with it.
Yeah. I got the same thing too. Anyways, gentlemen, how are we today on this fine Monday evening?
We are here. I don't know why. I don't know what we're doing here, but we are here.
We are cold.
I don't know. I'm really
We're
tired. We're back. I don't know. Cold Monday.
Oh, you think you're cold? It's minus 26 here right
There it
now.
is.
Minus
Minus 25.
Whatever that is in Fahrenheit, I have no idea. But
Low.
Pull the calculations.
let me pull up the calculation for you.
Fahrenheit.
Well, actually,
Minus 20.
Well,
It's
actually-
minus Fahrenheit.
Let me pull up my Excel spreadsheet.
you know, I'm not a mathematician, but I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that that's cold.
That's
Meh.
that's cold. Anyways,
Yeah.
let's-
We're good. I'm good though. I don't know about you.
I'm alive.
So yeah, this will be the last podcast of 2022. I'm planning on releasing a best of compilation for next week. I'm going to start working on that on my days off. I'm actually looking forward to that because one, I want to put some of the clips that I like, but I also want to put some of the clips that you guys like, and also the people that are listening to this as well. I think that'd be a nice project. I'll try to get that out for the next week, so that way there's at least something to listen to celebrate. I think what was a great year for the podcast. It's pretty crazy, looking over the past year, all the people that we interviewed, and me and Schmitty going to Montreal. Montreal is still a favorite dream. I remember that tweet on the timeline where it's like, what's your favorite sports moment of 2022? And then you tagged me with the Frank Nazar video of him getting drafted. I'm like, Montreal, that's still a fever dream because it happened, we were there 3 days, but it just went by so quick and so much happened. It's it was still a great moment. And then just overall, I think it was a great year. But yeah, we're going to start off the New Year strong as well. I already have an interview booked with Brock Otten. We're going to talk about the World Juniors, talk about the draft. That's another thing I want to do for the New Year is get the prospect series getting up and underway because we haven't done that. Again, I haven't done much podcast recently just because life and all that stuff. It's very busy. But for 2023, I want to be as consistent as we can. But yeah, so speaking of consistently things, the Blackhawks are consistently bad.
There it is.
Yeah.
I was gonna say consistently losing because that's what they've done since October 26th. They've won 2 games, maybe. It's terrible. Oh, they stink.
Yeah, they got pummeled by the Rangers last night, but funny enough, their last win is against the Rangers. So, LOL.
Yeah, but yeah, and the Rangers haven't lost since they lost to us, which is hilarious. They've won 7 straight.
Jacob Trudeau
just-
got mad and threw his helmet.
And just for like the crowd that's like, oh, why isn't Reichel up this year? This is why. This is quite literally
They were
why he's not on the
cheering
team
Arnold
this year.
Soderblom.
Like, for God's sake, Soderblom should not be on this team, and he just got sent down today because Stalock's finally healthy. Like,
Mhm.
oh God, this is why you don't put the kids on this team. This team is getting pummeled every night on the ice.
I'm sorry, so I haven't followed the Hawks as much. Besides,
I've barely
Besides the
followed the Hawks
losing.
this year. Like, there's not really much to follow. Like, this is
so
probably
since you
yeah.
beat the Rangers, it's 7 losses. You've only scored more than 1 goal in one of those games.
Yep, it was against Washington,
that
I'm pretty
sounds
sure.
about right, yeah.
Yeah, you
I don't know
lost
if that's true,
7-3.
but I believe you if it was true.
Yep.
7-1, 4-1, 4-1, 3-1, 3-0, 3-0.
And there will still be people who will like look at you and be like, "So what was the plan with the Blackhawks this year?" I was like, "This was the plan.
Literally,
This
this
is the
is
plan.
Right here. This
is
was
what
the
they're
plan.
cooking.
Them to
Everything
stink.
is going to plan. Yes.
Stink so bad that they can't possibly miss out on one of the top 3 players, which is where they are right now. They got a nice little cushion on last place as of right now. So, I mean,
Yeah, Anaheim's
what is
won a
it,
couple
three-
games
3 points?
recently.
something like that, 3 or 4 points because
Arizona's
the
winning
Ducks keep winning.
games. I think they have like a 300-point percentage, something like that. Something
Yep.
like
Is that good? I think that's good. I don't know.
That's a
I'm not, once again, not a mathematician, but
that.
I don't know. 32 means like you're at the top, right? I don't know. But
If you're not, if you're in Australia, you look at the NHL standings. The Blackhawks are on top.
yeah, the Blackhawks are actually the best Australian team.
honestly,
Really, that should be like a stat relative to Australia. That's going to be a new thing. RTA relative to Australia. Are you bad? Yes. But are you bad in Australia? No. That's all that matters.
300. Yeah, the Ducks have a 3.28.
yeah, it's
What the
not
fuck is
great.
going on with Columbus? I keep expecting them to not be this bad.
Their goaltending stinks, from what I can
And
tell.
everyone is
And their
injured.
defense is banged up to hell.
Yeah.
Like,
Jacob, I read that tweet earlier to you. It's like Igor Chinakov's out.
Yeah.
Dillinger's out. Like
Voracek,
out the whole
yeah.
season. Like that.
Isn't
their
Werenski out the whole season?
estimated.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah. Werenski's out the whole season.
Yeah, Werenski's out the rest of the season, but basically, Boone Jenner's out as well. Like, name me someone on that roster who is not injured, and I'll be surprised. You know.
and they're gone.
Goudreau.
Yeah, Gaudreau and Line, who just got healthy. He's like the only one scoring goals for them.
Jesus.
I was gonna say though, besides Soderblom being like not ass on an ass team, like I guess the only other positive is that like Taves probably has trade value again, which is crazy to think about because like he's been just like banging in garbage time goals left, right, and center. So
If
maybe
you
he
had
actually
told
has
me
a
at the
market.
beginning of the season, after everything that has happened with him and his just complete fall off with his game, that he was going to have trade value, I probably would have believed
He
you
might
because
get
it
a
sounds like something
third.
that would happen.
That
Yeah.
turns into a second if the
That's
team goes
just
to the
hockey.
conference final. Let's go. I don't know.
You getting
He's gonna get something. He was gonna get something regardless, even if he stunk. It's just gonna be easier to get something now that he's like not
And easier
shit.
to move them, probably.
Yeah, and he like leads the league in faceoffs or something, so that'll help. Just put that on the stupid resume when Davidson starts dialing up the phones and
When
annoying
you
all
need a
the-
guy who wins
Colorado.
faceoffs,
Yeah, seriously,
give me
Toronto.
Toronto. Have you seen Toronto fans really want Ryan O'Reilly?
Yeah, well, you're getting Jonathan Taves, and you're gonna
Pierce,
like
you
it.
could have ended at, have you seen Toronto fans really want anyone?
Blank.
Yeah.
Want Ryan O'Reilly, get Dryden Hunt, the duality of the Leafs.
Oh, I'm so
There
happy
you
they
go.
lost.
Dude,
Remember when
where
Jared Morgan
Spence
had,
has to find him again. God damn it! He found him for what, like less than 6 months, and he's already
And
gone?
he's gone.
That's tough.
Remember when he got like 4 goals in the preseason, and it's like, let's
He
go.
looks so good, and then he
Yeah,
falls.
but he doesn't hit. That's the problem.
It's the
It's because
the
he's not from
Tyrati
Sault
thing.
Ste. Marie.
Oh God, he's on a fucking
He's
greyhound.
he's not a Sault Ste. Marie.
Whatever. We'll take a happy Nick Robertson when they want to trade for Taves. It's all good.
And you know what? Throw Topi Niemela in there. Kevin Pritchard.
What was the Canucks fan that was like, I just don't see this being an unfair trade where it was like Horvat and all that. And it's like,
Proceeds to list the most unfair trade ever.
oh, and then he proceeds to quote it and goes, well, both sides are telling me it's unfair, therefore I think it's fair. It's like, no, it's just a bad trade, my guy.
It's just a bad
No, that
trade.
means
It's bad enough to where both sides
Yeah.
are mad. It's just bad. Like,
Yeah, you pissed everyone off. That means it's a bad trade.
it takes a lot of skill to do, honestly.
To piss off both Vancouver and Toronto fans.
I
Actually,
just
not
can't-
really, but at the same time, over one trade, yes, probably.
I'm so ready to get to the new year and hear these trade like rumors and shit again. Like
might even
Saravalli's
say
stupid big board's gonna
higher
come out and everyone's gonna be like, "What? There's no way that blank is on this list." Just like last year.
And then he gets moved for two firsts to Tampa Bay again.
Yeah, right. Radish goes back to Tampa. Get excited, Leafs Nation.
Radish goes back to Tampa and then cannot play hockey anymore.
Yeah, right.
Apparently, the Oilers are interested in Sam Lafferty. That's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get the Brandon Hagel return for Sam Lafferty.
Puyarvi for Lafferty, and we're gonna
Why-
fucking flip Nylander. The Yoki Haru trade is gonna turn into Jesse Puyarvi. I'm gouging.
You
Somehow.
won't believe it. He's
Oh
finally.
my
joined.
god!
my
Oh,
God,
look, he's
he's
got the
alive.
sweater on too. What's up, lad?
What's up?
Fella?
Yeah.
You got the Christmas sweater on. You're in the jolly holly spirit.
Yeah, I'm feeling festive. What can you know? I gotta express it.
You're feeling festive, just like the Leafs when they gave
Ah.
Eric Gustafson a hat trick for Christmas. Get excited, Leafs
Hey,
Nation. Let's
I guess
go.
you could
You
say.
just
Hey,
missed
if
my-
you know me,
you
you,
just missed
know
my
I love
campaign for
some
Taste of
Eric
Toronto.
Gustafson success. Oh
You
my!
just missed my campaign. for
I guess
Taste
you
of
can say
Toronto.
Ilya Samsonov got lit up like a Christmas tree. Oh, by Eric Gustafson. Anyway,
Yeah. Pretty. I was out with a couple of friends and I checked my phone and I'm like, oh, 2 goals for Eric Gustafson. I'm like, yeah, that's so Leafs. That's so Leafs. Whatever. We're gonna lose 4-2. You can probably you can probably imagine what my face was like when I'm 3 drinks deep and I check my phone and Eric Gustafson has a hat trick against the Maple Leafs.
spits out drink.
It's like, oh yeah, Ovi's gonna tie Hal's record. No, it's actually just so much worse.
Oh,
Actually, just way worse.
Dylan, hair is absolutely incredible. Love
It
that.
is. It's quite.
Thank
sexy.
you.
Insane. Sick stuff. Just need to mention that. Sorry.
No, it absolutely need to be brought up. We brought it up in the pre-show, but not on the
Yeah,
show. So I
before.
appreciate that.
Blushing.
Anyways,
Anyways, let's talk about how like Rain calls on Seth Jones for some reason, and then it was just such like a nothing quote that Friedman threw into the like thing. Oh yeah, Ottawa called on Seth Jones. Nothing to be had there. Like then why say
Yeah. There's a fucking no movement clause. Of course, nothing's to be
yeah.
had.
Hey Seth, you want to like move from Chicago to Ottawa? No, no, I probably don't.
not,
Even
no.
even if this team is terrible, like
This I have not read about. Did Ottawa call on Chicago or was it Chicago to Ottawa?
Ottawa and
I-
Chicago.
Wow. Okay.
'Cause
Pierre
there
went
was a
back to the
follow-up
well to see if he
quote.
could fleece Davidson one more time.
Let's say Pierre Dorian. Yeah. Well,
Listen, Pierre found the
Let's
one
put
GM
Winter
he could
there
swindle.
now.
He's gonna try to do it again. I don't blame
you
him.
know what? I don't hate that for Ottawa completely. I mean, if you can get Chicago to retain salary, which
And that's probably the thing. It's like, well, why didn't Chicago do that? Well, one, Seth Jones has a no movement clause. 2, they're probably like going to ask to retain salary on it. And
you have to at least retain 2.5, if not 3.5.
No
you'd
one's
imagine.
retaining $4 million for 7 years. Like, I'm
No.
sorry,
Yeah, like
Yeah,
to make that
it's
work
not
for
getting
Ottawa,
moved to
that's
at least
pretty
year 3 or 4 of that
Yeah.
contract,
tough. Yeah.
and it's
No.
either from buyout or from trade.
Yeah.
So I don't. It's not happening anytime soon.
Does the
Yeah.
no movement clause ever turn to just like a limited no trade?
Let's go to our old pal Cap
All
Friendly.
right. While
This
Schmitty's looking
cheese.
at that, there was a follow-up quote tweet for that. Apparently, Ottawa's just been asking everyone for defensemen.
Full no move for 8 fucking years.
Oh,
I know.
excited.
Been all in my DMs. Yeah, shit, you do. I know. It's been frustrating.
Kill me. Oh my god.
Well, I said this. Jeff Jones wants to be in Chicago, and he is gonna. You need someone in Chicago to jump in front of the grenades. We saw what happened last night. Like, this team is going to be bad. You need players that want to be there, that are going to play there, and whether you like it or not, Seth Jones is going to be there. He's going to be making almost $10 million for the next 7-8 years, and
He's probably going to be captain. So.
yeah,
Oh, and you have to hit the cap floor.
Yeah,
that's another thing. I'm like, this
Uh,
team isn't going to be spending money on anyone. Like, there's going to be no money tied to anyone. You got to have it tied up to someone. Should have been Alex DeBrincat, absolutely, but Seth Jones, yeah, why not? Whatever.
A young, fun scoring winger? No, we need Seth Jones, who admittedly was better last
all of
year.
his bad years. Let's go, baby.
yeah, Seth Jones is returned to most of his form.
Not even returned. It's just the team is awful around him, so of course he's gonna look bad. Like
Not with Jake McCabe, he doesn't.
Yeah, surprised that wasn't like opening night. Was that opening night?
Yeah, but we gotta strap him to Jack Johnson for 30 games.
Yeah,
so
he
that's gonna
started
hurt.
with Johnson, did he not?
Yes, for 30
yeah,
games.
no, then yeah. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I mean, finally,
Not
we're
just
doing-
started, like
What?
glued to him. Like
Oh.
just like Tenorti was glued to Connor Murphy. Like it made no fucking
And now he
sense.
has what was it called, a facial fracture?
He's
because
been
his-
playing with that for the last
Yeah.
week and a half. He's had the full cage on. Like,
Ugh.
this team is
The fish,
abysmal.
the
Let's-
fish
Can we
bowl.
talk about another team, please? I'm done.
We'll talk about
I'm tapped out. Let's talk about OV getting 800.
Yeah.
That was
Yes.
fucking awesome. And like,
I mean, it's still about the Hawks though, because he didn't.
yeah, but I don't
Yeah.
need to mention that stupid team because I
Yeah,
can just mention how I went to the Lightning game that Tuesday or whatever, and I'm in the car coming home. They score once before I get to the car. They score again before, or he scores again before I even get on the highway. And I think that was like 5 minutes into the game or something at
yeah,
that
he had
point.
2 quick ones.
It's just like you knew he was going to do that, and like I feel like everyone with half a brain knew it was going to happen that day. Like people were like, "Oh, well, he's going to get 800 or against Toronto on Saturday." It's like,
No.
You silly goose. Have you not watched the stupid fucking hockey team? It's happening tonight. And then you just see them all like flopping like fish for the third one. It's just like, yep,
Now, however, if the
Well,
Blackhawks weren't in that time frame, yes, it would have been Toronto. But no, the Blackhawks just happened to be in that roadblock before the Leafs, so that's why.
yep.
Can't
Sorry,
imagine.
there's always a bigger fish. There's always a worse hockey team that's going to let up terrible goals. Don't worry. But Ovechkin's going to fucking catch Gretzky in like 2 years.
Oh, he's gonna be a
It's
Gretzky in like 2 or 3 years.
This is going to be
Max.
stupid. He's going to get it before 2025 for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's getting 2024. Absolutely. I mean,
Like knock on wood,
Is it
no
in-
injuries, but
he's probably got 20, not 30, probably 30 goals left in this year, left in him. If not more. You never know
Well,
Ovechkin going into the second half of the season. You never know.
Yeah, but he's going to get suspended for at least 1 game to save.
oh god, he's going to have his Tom Wilson moment.
No, I meant the All-Star game.
Oh, well, that too, but
But
Yeah.
yeah,
He's
I'd
at
say
20
that.
right now.
I'd say yeah, absolutely. Like 2024, late 2024. Absolutely right. He'll hit it. Got 20 this year, 50 the next year. Yeah, he might even. Yeah, absolutely. 20 before the year's over. Then yeah,
Before the calendar year of 2025. He probably-
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, before Michael
It was a
Meese is in
winter
the NHL.
classic for the-
Before Michael Meese is in the
Oh, no.
NHL, Ovi will have that record. Not a doubt in my mind.
How about that? Kids born in 2007 are going to be in the NHL in only a couple of years.
Yeah.
Why did you
I hate
say
it.
that?
Existential crisis. Yeah, just to make you have an existential crisis. Jacob, we were talking about the Blackhawks. We had to, bring you down to our level here.
Honestly, that's fair. It's just, God, dude. Niels is 1 year away from being in the NHL, and that's terrifying to think.
Yeah, it's his draft year this year.
I know.
Like, he doesn't care for hockey, but like he turned 18 in March.
Niels is in the Bedard draft class. That's crazy.
Dude, they're the next 2 generational talents.
Oh my god! And then in the 5th round, the steal from Vegas, Niels. Cannot
I
wait
mean,
for him
what
to put
about,
on the
what about
Maple
Mini
Leafs.
Mork? Is he going to be in there as well?
Well, no,
It's
Mini
not
Mork already
crazy.
signed to the Sabres. He's just not going in the draft. They need him in Buffalo because secretly he's going to play goalie.
Yeah, we need a 5'4" goal.
Hey,
We just
listen, him
drop
and
him- drop
UPL,
him
they're
to
gonna
the
be
network,
great.
no
Come on
house.
now.
And
Yeah,
that's
dude,
what-
UPL's like 6'8" and can't stop a beach ball, and Mini Moore's 5'7". It's perfect.
Dude, you put them together, you might have like a 900 goalie. It might work.
Fuck, maybe,
Just
dude.
have
Or we'll
him
just keep
sit on-
playing Greg
just have him
Anderson.
sit on his shoulders the whole game, and they might do something.
Here, we'll give what's his face the serum from Avatar, and then we'll be good. He'll give Craig Anderson that, and then he'll just never age. We're good.
It's perfect.
He already has it. That's why there's a movie.
Oh God, the movie's actually about him. There we go.
Yeah.
Pandora? No, it's just Buffalo, buddy.
Don't spoil the second movie. I didn't know it was about Craig.
Craig
I
Anderson.
didn't know it was about Craig Anderson. Spoilers! God, I'm
We're on
sorry.
Pandora.
Trigger warning.
How do
Spoilers.
you
Fucking
think
spoiled the
Gold is
biggest
good this
cameo
age?
ever. Oh, damn it. My bad. God, I'm so tired. Anyways, I'm sorry.
No, I think we're all tired right now.
Ooh, we got a good topic now. Let's talk about Tage Thompson just murdering souls on a nightly basis,
Ooh,
including
dude.
later tonight when he murders Vegas.
Dude is a living highlight reel. I don't get what happened.
He's like, what, fourth in league scoring right now?
Fuck, I think he's third.
Are you kidding me?
He's second in goals, third in points.
He's got
Get out
49
of
points.
here,
He's
bro.
5 behind Draisaitl.
Yeah, he's got 49
fuck?
points and 25 goals.
Also,
What is-
Kucherov's cracked right now. Oh my
Yeah, I don't
God,
know what the hell happened
47.
to Kucherov all of a sudden, but
What?
You see, because they put Hagel with him. You know, they put an elite talent with Kucherov. and he
honestly,
finally
that
performed.
makes sense. I'm just
Crazy
happy to
how
see
that
the
works.
Jason Robertson agenda's coming in full swing and he's falling off.
Oh God.
I hate Dallas so much now.
46 points.
Oh man.
Yeah, I
he's
don't-
just
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. 2
And it's-
years ago, he went from being a guy who like shouldn't be in the NHL to being like the most fun player to watch on a nightly basis.
You
it
just
doesn't
call
make
him,
any
I am
sense.
6'7". I will do whatever I please, and he's doing that on the ice.
Yeah, back in 2020, 2021. 14 points, 38 games the next year, 68, 78. This year, 49, 31. It's just straight upward
That
trajectory.
is
It just doesn't make any sense because like
No.
analytics said he wasn't going to do this, and your eye test wouldn't have told you he was going to do this.
Yeah, the eye test
Nothing.
at best was like maybe he'll be a power play specialist who pots 20 goals, but not
Yeah.
like a guy who can spin in a phone booth with a puck.
He's one of the
Like, he
coolest
is literally
players in the
he is
NHL.
just making
Story,
defensemen look silly
Wait,
with some of his stick handles.
I
I don't
don't-
understand. And it's not like it's bad players. Like he's doing it against fucking Tampa in Tampa.
and
Yeah, I-
Colorado. Yeah,
Oh
Emilio's
my
insane.
God.
bloody murdered
It's
right now.
amazing.
injured.
And what's so cool about it is that he's a unicorn. There's nobody with that size at forward that
That
does
kind of
this.
shot and that kind of toolbox. It's just,
Exactly. No one. He plays like a guy who's 5'10". He plays like a 5'10" player, but he's what 6'7".
he's literally a chill
Yeah.
player.
He's 6'7".
He's like
And-
me. He's like
and
me.
your
at
Power
high school.
forward loadout.
He's a power forward loadout, but he just doesn't hit. And
No,
it's
Pierce,
perfect
it is
though.
It's Pierce's enforcer defense
Yeah.
loadout.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Take the slap
Yeah,
shot from
right-handed.
center
Yeah, I
ice
was
every
gonna say
time.
take the slap shot for center. It's gonna go in one of these days.
My favorite thing is when Dylan goes, Pierce, it's not gonna work, and he's like, it'll work at some point, okay? Eventually, it'll work. And
It'll go
Like,
eventually.
I'm like reaching the brink of insanity because every time we get the puck, Pierce just slap shots it from center ice, and I'm like, "Oh my god, guys, can
Well,
we
it's not-
just
it's
take
not
the puck
gold.
off the
It's not
ice one
gold. It's
time?"
Maybe 0.
Yeah, but when it goes in, you know it's going to be the best moment of the night.
It never
100%
went
of the
in,
time, it
Jacob. That's the
worked
point.
every
But it
time.
will
It
eventually.
never did, though. It'd be one thing if it
You
did.
say
It
never did now, but just you wait till the next time. when
It
it's-
hasn't
Oh my God,
happened
yeah,
yet.
next time, baby.
Yes,
You're gonna have your
it
Terrence Howard moment.
There you go. Exactly.
Let's hope you don't retire from Chell in 10 years.
Retire from playing NHL because they couldn't get a slap shot
God.
goal from center. That's the eliminator. Yes.
I gotta get a job with the NHL.
Hold on. Here's the thing with Tage that I want to know: how many 5-on-5 points does he have? Because I feel like he's got to have a bunch.
I have no idea. I'm
Okay,
not-
never mind. He's almost point a game 5-on-5. He's just got 22 power play points already and 12 power
Yeah,
play
I'm not
goals.
surprised. I think
Well, yeah,
Buffalo's
like,
power
he's-
plays up to like.
Yeah, he has 12
You
power
leave
play
him
goals.
open in the Ovechkin spot. Like you can't do that. Like He's got too good of a shot, and he can basically shoot that shot from anywhere now.
Wow,
that we
yeah.
know.
He has like the
100%.
Shea Weber 100-mile-an-hour slapper, but from the OV position.
We
And
gotta
it's
give him
fucking
we gotta give him the
terrifying.
All-Star break and see how fast he can really crank it.
He needs to be in the slap shot contest.
They're not going to take him. Watch. He's going to get
Well,
stuck.
no, because he's got to go do the stupid thing where you throw it into the fucking ace or whatever. Like last year.
Let him get
Like,
Sturgeon since he's going to get voted in.
I don't even remember
Let's
what happened
go.
in the All-Star game last
We
year.
got to invite the whole.
We gotta
fourth,
only bring
All-Star
real
fourth line.
Sabres. Only real Sabres can join.
Yeah, dude. Like Jeff.
So, like,
Skinner,
Christian
actually,
Ehrhoff, come on down.
come on
Billy
back.
Randall, let's go!
Certified Thomas Vanek. I'm asking you that, Jacob.
We're sending fucking Ilya Labushkin, and that's it.
Jacob,
Let's
what do
go.
you-
And
what do you
every
Sabres
time he
fans-
does it, the Gummy Bear song plays.
What do Sabres fans think of Thomas Vanek? Like,
I can't
what's
believe
their
the Leafs would let
memory?
him go.
I think he's a loved player. I don't think there's
Okay,
much hate
that's
for Thomas
good.
Vanek.
He was one of my favorite players, like growing up watching, and I feel like a lot of
Funny,
people.
'cause he always pushed
I always
back.
wondered, because
Yeah, I think hindsight's a little bit worse on him because he got a stupid big extension in the offseason. We lost Drury and Briere because Edmonton offer sheeted him. And if we
That's
hadn't
right,
taken the
I
offer sheet, we
remember
would have
that.
got 4 firsts, and it would have been like Hall and Nugent Hopkins or something good. So hindsight sucks there, but other than that, I'm pretty sure he's like one of the.
How are you
most,
supposed to know the lottery gets rigged 4 years in a row?
Yeah, we wouldn't have won that lottery. Don't worry. We would have picked 4th
Every year.
every year. But yeah, no, him, Pominville, Miller, obviously, probably Campbell, probably like the 4 biggest Sabres. Kenny Ganoff, too. No, dude, I can't believe we traded 2 seconds for Josh Georges.
You guys are just like the Islanders. Let's
God,
go.
dude.
That's your Andy Green. I mean, Zach Bogosian wasn't terrible. He got his cup finally. That was fun.
Yeah, not with us.
Not with us. Hey, not with Toronto either.
He was thinking of you guys, okay? You
Yeah,
were there in
Yeah,
spirit.
he's fucking laughing with the team. He's like, I'm so glad I'm not there anymore.
I
Yeah.
don't care if those fuckers bought me out. I'm gonna go win a cup.
Oh my god.
I can't wait to do this
Yo,
again.
you guys won't believe this. They just bought me out. I'm totally going to fucking tank.
You won't believe they actually let me go.
Oh,
It's like what? Oh Jesus! Just the way, like the waves of players that just come and go in Buffalo is crazy.
fuck, dude, we had Patrick Berglund for 15 games and then he
And
retired.
then he decided.
Bro just said I'm
Money.
gone.
Yeah.
Dude, he's the
He
second
burned
guy.
his money. He didn't leave.
He's the second guy in 10 years to do it. It happened with Klesla too. We got him from the Capitals, and he's just like,
Rusty Klesla.
he's like, I'm not playing here. I'm retiring. Bye.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Benoit Pouliot.
Oh Jesus Christ! At least like the last couple years, the players have been like good.
And like
They
actually
haven't
wanna
been
play
as
there.
bad.
Yeah, and, like at least it's like, oh, we lost like Eichel and Sam Reinhart, not like Tyler Ennis.
Oh, dude, we lost Tyler Ennis and Marcus Foligno. How could this happen to us? Oh,
And Zach Cassian.
No, not Zach Cassian.
Zach Cassian became Cody Hodgson, and he had
Cody
his
Hodgson.
one insanity
Not
year, and then
Cody fucking Hodgson. Oh,
he had one good year and then took off.
He
Dude,
just
I used to have
died.
a friend who was a Sabres fan that fucking loved Cody Hodgson. I never understood it. Never understood it.
It's just the worst.
He thought he was.
Oh,
him, he wasn't.
jeez. At least now the problem's just like Casey Middlestat sucks.
And how
Our
they
problem's
picked
just
him
the
over
third line,
Marty
that's it.
McCash.
Literally everything else is fine with Buffalo right now. Well, I guess if you get a backup goalie, that'd be nice too.
It'd be
But
nice, yeah, if the goalies could.
it's just like, can we not count on like a 45-year-old man, please? Like, I'd
We're
rather
gonna
not
be
be the
wheeling him out there by the end of the season, just get in the fucking net.
like we don't even have to move. Just stand there.
Just stand there. You're still doing better.
Just move out a little forward. Good. You cover up most of the net. We'll get the rest.
You're doing great, Craig. Keep it up.
Craig's just on an IV, just like, what the fuck,
He's
guys?
trying to be cool.
He's just
Did you
fucking
see
trying.
Did you see from 32 Thoughts that they were trying to, or like Buffalo, or they were like trying to trade a 5th for Tage Thompson, and like our team turned it
Yeah,
down?
like 3
How-
years ago.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's the league for you, though.
well, 3 years ago he wasn't very good. So
3 years ago, he was like a throw-in for the
Exactly.
O'Reilly deal, basically.
It's one of the craziest stories in the last few
Yeah,
years.
I was like, oh, Buffalo didn't get Cairo or another guy, Thomas, but it's like,
Yeah.
but they got the best guy out of the three, Tage Thompson.
Yeah, now we have the best.
I just
Well,
remember at the
Desmond
time I was
Tupac.
like, "Fuck!"
They
Like,
win
how do
the
they not get Cairo? And it's like, who gives a shit now? Thompson's
And-
like perennial 40-goal scorer.
And now he's the better one. It all worked out.
And O'Reilly's shit. And he's gonna go be.
Hey, he's going to Toronto. Let's go.
No, he's gonna go be a Golden Knight, Pierce, because they only go to Vegas.
Ew, that's even worse.
Yeah,
He
he's
goes
gonna go
somewhere-
join his buddy Alex Petrangelo.
Oh, disgusting.
God, no. It's just like
Anyway.
these trades this year are gonna be awful.
Yeah.
Why
So,
would John Taves-
Pierce, you mentioned Thompson had 22 playoff points or power play points or whatever.
Damn, 22 playoff points. Let's
Dude, he's
go.
got 22. He's got 22 playoff points. He hasn't played a game yet. He's incredible. That's how good he is.
God, already better than Matthews.
He already has just 22 points in place.
And he's third in the league in points. And he's 5 behind Draisaitl, and he's 13 behind McDavid. 13.
He's on like 150 point pace.
Dude,
It's
he's
just
so,
like, oh, yep, another day in the office for him.
so good.
And the thing that's not getting talked about enough is he is literally just like shooting the puck at like an unheard of level now. He's just like, oh, I actually have an elite shot. Let me use this.
He is
Yeah.
on pace for 72 goals.
Jesus.
Is that good? I think that's good. Like
And there's
he,
no
he's-
telling
he
if
would
he'll
literally
slow
lead the
down or
league in
take it
goals,
off.
assists, and points if it weren't for Kucherov. Kucherov has one more assist right now. Like he literally leading
Doesn't count.
every
Doesn't count
fucking
Mickey
guy.
Mouse assists. We don't.
No,
count.
Mickey Mouse assist. He got it against the Blackhawks. Probably hasn't even played it yet. And it's probably a Mickey Mouse assist. Let's not count McDavid's like 7 points against the Blackhawks, but you know,
It's okay
He's
with
on pace
McDavid.
for 72 goals and 150.
Jesus Christ. He's just
but guys, he's not going to win the Hart.
nope. Sorry.
You got to hope your team win a cup. Remember,
It's gonna
you got to
go to
like
Willie
barely
anyway,
sneak
though.
into the playoffs. It's going to go to
He's got
fucking
Draisaitl. He's got Draisaitl.
McDavid's just not a good enough leader. I don't think he should win the Hart.
yeah. Like honestly, he wishes he was Jason Robertson.
That's what. Yeah, Robertson wins by example.
Because who does he have around him? It's like who does McDavid have around him? Oh, he's good. Blah blah blah. Shut up.
That's literally the team right there.
And then what? Nugent don't want to hear it. Like, don't even anyone who even says Nugent Hopkins, I just end the conversation. We're done.
NHL fans always have some
Good
vendetta against Crosby. It made sense for a while with the the antics, and yeah, he did blow up at reps a lot. But even past that, when he got past that, there was still this vendetta against him, and now you kind of see it against McDavid from a lot of fans and just a lot of people overall. It's
voter
weird.
fatigue, unfortunately, is a thing.
Shit.
Dude,
Fucking
his second best
Burrow.
option is a fucking wife beater. Like, I'm sorry. Like he's there's levels to this shit. Sorry, he's not on a super team. Put him on like Vegas or Carolina. I'm sorry, that team probably has like 4 losses.
Dude, just if you swapped him and Matthews and you gave him Tavares, Nylander, and
Yeah, and that
Marner?
goaltending, like
Oh, they probably win a playoff round at least.
Like,
they at least went around. They at least went fucking round.
it's just he's so fucking good, and he makes everyone better.
He makes the third pairing defenseman.
Well, I bet I could pop in 10 goals playing with that McDavid fella.
Seriously, like
Yeah.
Patrick Maroon has
Me taking
Stanley
slap
Cups
talk
because of Connor
consider
McDavid.
that will give me an assist on McDavid.
McDavid gives a breakout pass to Pierce. Pierce fucking claps it over the glass, and McDavid.
McDavid,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you slapping from the center ice? I can't keep up with you, Connor. I'm sorry.
Dude, it's
dumping
either,
it in
it's either
for
him
you,
or
man.
Cody CC. Cody CC shoots and he misses the net line.
And he misses the net by a mile. I love Jim Houston. He certainly didn't get the overtime goal wrong, right? No.
Yeah.
Totally.
Kasperi Kapanen.
Said it with his chest too. Said it with his
Yeah.
chest. I
He wasn't
remember
like, Kasperi Kapanen? No, he was like, Kasperi Kapanen.
that. It's almost like forward Alexander Kerfoot. Oh man.
But I mean, hey, they won that round. So.
But how is McDavid about the Leafs again? Let's just figure this out.
From Toronto.
No, but Connor McDavid's incredible, and if he doesn't win the Hart Trophy this year, I'm gonna have so many gripes with this league.
There might be war crimes happening.
Like, I need that photo of him with like 5 trophies. I need like him with the rocket, the heart,
Oh my god.
the Art
He
Ross,
needs to carry
Ted
Price.
Lindsay, fucking giving the Messier. I don't care.
Well, but he
Like
doesn't
I
win
need
though.
Conn Smythe, Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
You know, I just want
What's
like all the
yeah.
trophies.
What's the one O'Reilly had where he had the cup, Conn Smythe,
Selkie? Throw Selkie in there too.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Fucking dude.
Just every fucking award. Let's just give it to him.
The best
give it to him.
defense is having the puck on your stick the whole game, so you don't
Yeah,
have
the best
to play-
defense is the other team not being able to get in the other end of that ice when you
Yeah.
have the puck.
Perfect.
Oh, but his defense is 0% according to this chart. That's all I have to say about
Oh,
that.
speaking of
Because
the
he has
charts,
the
did
puck
you
the
see
whole
the
time.
did you see the athletic one by Dom where apparently Tyson Berry's worth $9 million?
Who
What?
said that again?
Dom's model is like
Yeah,
already
Dom's
questionable
model is
at best,
very.
but
I gotta find it.
whatever.
I posted
The only
group chat.
thing that I actually agree with is Matthew Tkachuk is like one of the best players in the league this year.
Yeah.
'Cause he's been phenomenal. Sorry,
Hold
to
on,
Flames
I'm gonna send it
fans
to
that
Pierce.
listen.
Pierce, you
Yeah.
have to see this.
Wait, what?
Check your DMs.
I already checked my DMs. Yes, I did see that.
No, check your DMs again.
Again?
Nick Dowd has 2 goals. What the?
I know it's just like, and he just came back from injury.
Ew.
I see that. Yes,
The Tyson Berry, his market
Yeah.
value is 8.5 million.
that is crazy. Market value 8.5 million, and then surplus value 4.
You don't want to see Darnell
Did
Nurse.
you see the
Pretty
Tyler?
sure
I'm
it's
pretty sure Seth Jones is in the same boat. But did you see this Tyler Myers one where it's like his surplus value is like $1 million, like negative like $2 million, and it's like, so what you're saying is Tyler Myers should be paying the Canucks instead of the Canucks paying him.
It's the same with Pierre-Edouard Bellemare when he makes $1 million and his surplus is like -2. He owes them $1 million.
Minus
He's
$2.
in debt.
Oh
Man, analytics are just so much fun. You have to pay them money because you're so ass. All
You're
right.
so bad you shouldn't be playing, but here you are.
God, I can't wait for the first player to take a shot at Dom in one of the interviews because one of the stupid reporters goes, "Hey, you know, you have negative value on your trading card according to Dom," and then some
According
dude's
to
just
that
like, "I think I
Dom
bring great value to the ice to my team." Then you're gonna have the coach defending him or some shit. I promise you, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's happening right
This
now.
goes for both sides of the debate. If you use analytics only to like use hockey or like to like how you predict things in hockey and like how you view hockey, then that's not a good thing. And same with the eye test. If you only use that, like that's not a good thing when you're using that to how you evaluate hockey. You gotta use
Happy
both.
balance. Happy
Mhm.
balance.
Yeah.
Moderation of both. It's like a seesaw. Like literally. Sometimes
And that's
one side's
why-
gonna
and
be
that's
right,
why,
sometimes
like,
the other
there's
side's
been-
gonna be right.
Yeah, and that's why like there's been such like a even like 10 years later. I remember when like analytics was like a debate and like Corsi and Fenwick and all that stuff, and now we're like in the more advanced stuff. It's like it's still a debate because both of the extreme ends are like so extreme. It's just they can't find a happy middle ground, and that's what it should ultimately be.
But Pierce, I have to be right and everyone else has to be wrong. Remember? That's the thing. With
Yes.
when we have any
I am not
half-assed
owned.
opinion.
I have not owned as I shrink into a corn cob. Whatever that thing is.
Oh, we love Jordan Peters.
Is that a Jordan Peterson tweet? I'm pretty sure
No.
that's
Those 2 Nick Dowd goals were in 11 seconds. I'm gonna vomit.
wow.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, 2 goals in 11 seconds. Ugh. Anywho, what's next?
What do
Something.
we talk about? Yeah, we kind of touched on like Dave. We still can't
Oh,
comprehend.
playoff teams.
what David is.
It's Christmas time,
Oh, yeah.
which means if you're in the playoffs, you're making the playoffs.
Just put your feet up and relax because
The
you're
fuck?
making the playoffs, even though there's 50 more games to be played.
Hey, Seattle would be in there. That's cool.
Florida's out of the playoffs.
Fuck you, Florida.
Get in the woke moralist.
So that would be
And they're
bad.
losing to the Bruins right now. 5-2.
Fuck you, Florida. Please.
See, my question is right now, at least with the playoffs, like which one of these teams in the Metro is not getting in?
Oh, sorry, my wild card thing's loading. Oh, here we go.
Because One
Washington.
of them's not, and Washington's on a heater right now.
Yeah.
And that heater's gonna end.
Yeah,
Get him out of
I
here.
know. Charlie Lindgren's not. Gonna
Actually,
be
can I
gone
change
forever.
my opinion to the Rangers
Charlie
just because I want to
Lindgren,
see
noted
Igor
star
cry?
of the week.
I would love to see the Rangers fail too. That would be nice.
Would be nice.
Ugh.
Yeah, I kind of want to see the Rangers fail just because of Jacob Trudeau.
I also kind of want to see the Devils fail, and they've lost 5 straight. So
Oh, have
Lost
they?
5
5
straight?
straight.
Yeah, but no one wants to talk about it now. No.
Fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because no one cares about the Devils when they lose. It's only when they win.
I wonder why that is.
beats me, Pierce. Beats me. Actually, they've lost 6 of their last 10. If you really want to be specific,
Yeah.
but
Really want to be
Debs.
specific.
the fucking Canes are 9-0-1 in their last 10. Jesus.
yeah, they're amazing. Like the Canes, like don't even have Pacioretty back yet. That's the crazy part. And they're probably gonna get someone else too at the deadline. You'd have to imagine.
Yeah, but Schmitty, you weren't in the group chat for this discussion. Greatest, most intellectual discussion with a bunch of fucking idiots. Pacioretty's not a good player because he can't stay healthy. That's it.
Okay.
There was like 6 people just saying,
So I mean, people that are healthy and suck are actually good. Got
Yeah.
you. Got
So
you.
Sidney Crosby, by that logic, stinks
Bad player.
because he
Was
missed
the
like
worst
100.
player in the
Yeah.
NHL for a
Yeah.
full calendar year.
I'm
God.
pretty sure Mitch was like, yeah, I would rather Riley Smith over him because he doesn't.
I love
You know, so everyone's entitled to your own opinion, but your opinion can be wrong. That's all. I'm gonna say
Your
about
opinion
that.
could be fucking stupid.
Oh my god, that's just whatever. Okay, yeah. It's like
No, the Hurricanes are them though. They are. I still
Hurricanes are
think
good.
they're gonna win the cup. They're my cup favorite still.
And that was before Marty Natures had the breakout season.
Mhm.
Like you said that beforehand. Like Natures did not look like he was going to do this last year, clearly.
No.
And
No,
he
he had
has
a
really
rough
taken
year.
that step, and that helps. That gives that team so much more depth. Like Teuvo Teravainen has 1 goal this year,
Oh, that's right.
and they're still gives a shit. Yeah, I know he got it 2 nights ago or last night.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it like he hadn't had a goal in 20 something games, and that team hadn't skipped a beat because guys like Svechnikov has stepped up, Aho stepped up, Jordan Stahl still hasn't aged really. Like that doesn't get talked about enough. How he's still like very good 3rd line center in this league. Even like a couple other ones, like Seth Jarvis had a slow start, didn't slow him down whatsoever. Like Carolina's just really good, dude.
They're just they're firing on all cylinders, and they just have
Yeah, the main
where,
concern
like,
for them was goaltending.
And now they got
just
the
pulled the guy
Coochie
out of
man.
Kachekhov's been amazing, and honestly, they're a team that I would not want to face if I have to go into the. Like
I have to
them
confirm
in Tampa.
this. I think Eric Gustafsson.
What?
What
Yeah,
happened?
he did. Gustafsson scored again.
Oh my fucking god! Can we
He's
just
got
slow him
He's
down?
got 4 goals
please?
now. Let's go.
Can we slow him down? Jesus Christ!
Can't
Slow down. You slow
stop
down.
the Gus bus.
He just stole Lucas Raymond's thunder. He got a goal like 20 seconds ago. Eric Gustafsson's like, hold my beer.
Yeah, a minute 10 after Raymond, he
He's now
scores.
hit.
I'm the better Swede.
He has now realized he is 18-19 Eric Gustafsson again.
Oh, God. Listening to Dangle like just find out that Eric Gustafsson was good in 18-19 was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, Dangle,
that's
you're gonna be
hilarious that
shocked
he
when you
was
find out
number-
Kane had 110 points too. That
Yeah,
year.
you're gonna
Games
be
had
really shocked when you
35
stop
goals.
looking at
Games
just the
point per
Leafs and
game.
see that other people are good. You fucking idiot.
Exactly.
Well, don't look at the
Breaking
goaltending.
players on other teams have to score goals.
He was just finding out Tage Thompson's got 20 goals. He's like, what the fuck? Excuse me?
Oh god, because they haven't played the Leafs yet, Jacob.
No,
How
they
is he
did. They
supposed to
fucking
know?
spanked us.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
We think they
Whatever,
lost
we
like
don't talk about that.
6-2. Yeah, it didn't happen. You're right.
and he
Jacob,
Tage
I'm gonna
Thompson
have
had
to-
one
I'm
of his
gonna have to tell you to
infamous
stop
6-point
talking
games
about
against
that.
the
We don't
Leafs.
speak positively.
One of the
Anyway.
other crazy seasons we haven't talked about a lot. Bo Horvat, 22 goals.
In a contract year too, no less. Like
Yeah,
David Costa
think-
in contract year.
They're just like thing. It's like
That
the
man
Cy Young
sees
meter for the
dollar signs when
NHL.
he
It's
hits
just
those.
like most goals to assists, and he has like 22 goals and 7 assists or something.
Nuts.
Yeah, he.
He
They've
Yeah,
been
22 goals, 9
Kind of-
assists.
he screams the kind of guy that's going to get traded and then absolutely fall off a cliff.
No, he's gonna go
Yeah.
sign somewhere and fall off a cliff. That's the difference.
Chicago.
No. Go back to New Jersey and die.
Fuck, dude.
Oh yes, the original trade.
Be the third line center there, please.
Horvat.
Oh, Josh Morrissey also is like
Yeah,
knocked out
I
of his
forgot
mind
about
this
that,
year.
dude. He's fucking popped off this year. What happened?
like
to him?
granted 9 of his points are against the Blackhawks, so I don't know how much of that you want to count, but
That's literally the
and I'm
whole-
saying that like 100% truthfully. That's not me being sarcastic.
Yeah.
So like a fourth of his points are against the shitty ass Blackhawks, but still good.
Might actually be living up to that contract. Well,
Brandon Montour's 25 points. Shut the fuck up. What?
Yeah, but that's because the Panthers are frauds.
Yeah, but he's a -1, so like that's what
Exactly.
he doesn't play defense.
No, it doesn't matter.
Alex Pietrangelo is like almost point a game. That's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah. By the way, Alex Pietrangelo, shout out to him because, good God.
That is a scary situation.
Yeah,
dude.
what
Oh
happened
my-
with his daughter?
Yeah, with like she was having like lesions or something. Like that's that's
Yeah,
scary
Like,
stuff.
motor issues, which is incredibly well. Like anything like happening to you, it sucks. But like that in particular, of someone that young, that's just awful.
oh, yeah. That's
Good that things are getting better and that Petrangelo's able to come back and play. And Godspeed to him, his daughter, and his family. Because geez, that's
back to the whole playoff stuff because we haven't really talked about the West.
yeah.
Was I supposed to just find out now Colorado's a wild card team?
Well,
They're
Colorado's
battered.
dead.
They're battered
No.
to shit right now.
I know they're dead, but like I kind of just didn't expect that.
Yeah,
They've
but
been
they'll
dead.
make the- they'll
Now
be
they're
fine.
starting to roll over a little bit.
Like, do we all really expect the Winsanity run of the Stars and Jets to continue? No. Like,
Yes.
Mhm.
The Wild are picking it up too.
I think
well, the Wild, I expect, like the Wild and Avs, I feel like should be the two at the top when we look at this in 3 months. Like,
Stars and
that wouldn't
Jets
surprise
have-
me one bit.
coaches I have propaganda against, so I
Who?
support this. Pete DeBoer and well,
And bonus.
Bauer.
and
No,
who the
but
hell-
Jimmy,
no
we're
one
in the
makes
point of the
Rick
Pete
Bowness.
DeBoer
No one-
coaching spree. We're in like the honeymoon 90 games phase, where the first 90 games are great.
I know, but I need them to not be great.
He talked
Yeah,
about
but
it.
don't worry, that comes in the playoffs. That comes round 1.
Pete
Don't
DeBoer is
understand.
good
I need their
for
failure now.
1.5 fucking seasons. So
Oh.
yeah, he's having his good year. He'll be fine the rest of this year, hopefully. And Rick Bonus is perfect for the toxicity of that locker room that's already there. So maybe that's what's working. Maybe that's what's maybe that's going on for
Negative,
this year.
negatives equal a positive.
Exactly. You get it.
How is LA in the
Yeah.
playoffs and they have a -10 goal differential?
Their
'Cause they play 30
goaltending
games.
sucks.
They just said fuck.
Dude, Seattle's in good shape though. They got like games in hand on everyone, and they're in 30.
Yeah, dude, they've only played 30.
Yeah. So, and they don't have a
They've
goalie
only
either.
played, and that's another thing with Colorado. They played 29 games. So
Yeah, Colorado hasn't played as many games.
Calgary's starting to maybe get their shit together. Who knows? The fact that Vancouver's not lower is just insane to me. Like,
Vancouver.
with the
beat
way
that
they talk
spot.
about them, you would think that they were like Blackhawks record.
Yeah, the fact that both Vancouver and St. Louis are like right there, and all I'm hearing is like, oh, they got to trade
No,
Tarasenko and
Vancouver
O'Reilly
being
and
in that spot
Horvat.
is hilarious because they're just
Dude, the team that should be doing that is Nashville, but they don't want to rebuild. Like, oh yeah, have fun with
Yeah, but
Jared
they don't have
Goodell
anyone that's
leading their
like
team
an
with 60 points.
right?
Saw Vegas live, by the way. Thanks to great seats from Dylan. Insane team live, and it took me about 5 minutes in to realize no Eichel, no Pietrangelo, no Theodore, and they're still dominating. Like they're still in
Logan
complete
Thompson.
control of the games. It's nuts. Logan Thompson,
Bruce
very good.
Cassidy, baby.
I was gonna say everyone's got their thoughts about Vegas, but you can't not want Bruce Cassidy to succeed after he got tossed out like that.
Yeah.
Coach, underrated coach, underappreciated.
Jacob, he's like, I got a personal vendetta with that team. So
Too bad.
Listen,
I do too. I have a personal vendetta with that team, but
I would love to see him succeed, just not there.
That's okay. That I can respect.
yeah.
I still
Okay,
think
so,
Boston made such a stupid decision getting rid of him, but they also
But
are like
they're
the best
literally
team.
on
in
a
the
6
league.
pace. They haven't lost
yeah,
that.
They're
at the
also, like, the
time,
best
but
teams.
now, yeah.
Pierce, I think I sent this in the group chat, but I finished my hot dog and right instantly after 2-on-1 Phil Kessel goal.
Wow.
At least it wasn't Paul Cotter.
Oh yeah, no, he got Connor got.
He got killed
Terrell.
by Morty, and then
Yeah, that was
eventually got killed in his face after they took his face off. That's what happened. That's from the movie Face Off. Anyways, back to the. So in the Central Dallas, I think they're probably gonna make the playoffs. They just got everything. Like they got the goaltend, they got the defense, they got the forwards. Like they're just a very well balanced team, and I think they can make a deep playoff run. Winnipeg, I'm still not sure about. Like they're doing very well, but it's like I need to see a bit more of Winnipeg.
I don't think they'll be the 2 seed. That's for damn
I-
sure.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know if Dallas and Winnipeg will be 1 and 2, but I think they'll still
I can
go
see
to
Dallas still being
Yeah.
up there, but Winnipeg, I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop, as they say.
This is kind of like what I've been praying for Winnipeg to do though forever is like finally their top forwards are just fucking scoring.
They're also giving the kids a chance. Like Perfetti's been great this year.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, Perfetti's got what,
God.
like 19 points in 30
Don't
games.
ask him about Billy Hanola,
I'm
though.
pretty sure Wheeler, Scheifele, Dumas, and Connor are all either a point per game or really close.
Wheeler's out a month now, so this is going to be the
Yeah.
real test for them. So,
Yeah, but isn't Ehlers just coming back?
Oh, well then I guess there you go. Well,
Yeah, because
then
he's only
we'll be
played
fine.
like 2 games. So
Yeah, Ehlers just. Oh, that's another guy who it's like, oh yeah, well I don't want him because he can't stay healthy. Sorry, I'll take 60 games of Nikolai Ehlers every day of the year.
yeah, fuck
Right.
you, dude. I'll take 60 points a year for $6 million or whatever he makes.
Like you guys are all ridiculous if you don't think that. Okay. The fact that people think that way about players, like, oh, he got hurt, he's not going to do that for me. It's like sometimes you got to take that risk, guys. Sorry, like I get it. Durability is a nice thing to have, but like if that's the one risk, like you know who's another good example of that is like and on a lower scale is like Andre Kasha.
Yeah,
It's like Andre Kasha when healthy is great. It's just he's just never
Yeah.
healthy.
yeah.
That's also why you don't
yeah,
put him on, like, he's like, you
Yeah.
make that your main centerpiece, but like, he's a nice depth guy, you know? But,
yeah, I think the only position you don't fuck around with that in is like goaltending because like you put all your
Blackhawks.
eggs in one.
Yeah,
put all your eggs in one basket.
Black,
you're only getting-
well,
you
when
gotta
they,
fuck.
like when they were good, yeah, Crawford got injured, but like they were still actually a good team. But yeah,
Crawford wasn't
after
injury
that-
prone though. That's the difference.
Yeah,
Kyle Davidson really screwed the pooch with that one. I don't know what he was thinking, trying to protect Soderblom with two goalies that are like Alex Stalock just came back from the heart issues, and he's already been an injury.
or whatever it is.
Yeah, and Peter Mrazek is probably known, if not for the wild goals he allows at times, being injury prone.
You would know.
His groin gives up on him every like 5 seconds. And that's what you protected Soderblom with. That's what you expected to do that with. I don't know what he was thinking. You could have gotten, like, I don't know. Yarholak has had injuries, but he's not. We're not talking Peter Mrazek. You know, we're not talking a guy who was often injured. You could have
Yeah.
gotten. I don't know. I don't know. Not at the end of the world, but it's just bad development choice.
I think it helped them too though because they wanted to get 2 goalies who weren't good. Getting Halak, he could actually steal
mean-
games.
Sure, but
you
you can.
healthy, but that's been like for 5 games or whatever. And Peter Mrazek is.
Pierce,
yeah,
you were
like,
so quiet. I didn't hear a word.
He
you said.
tries, but I was just saying Alex Stalock. Yeah, he's been good when he's played like the 5 games he has, and then Peter Mrazek he tries, but I feel like that's against him because he tries too hard. He's flopping all over the place, and yeah.
No, if he knew how to position himself or control himself,
If you know the hell
he's
to
the best goalie in the league.
he might be a little better. Anyways, I don't know how we got back to the Blackhawks, but you know what?
Yeah,
I'm okay with
we
that.
keep just gravitating
Keep
towards them. I
scoring.
love
Well,
it.
that's the whole point of the podcast.
Pierce,
Oh,
tell me
yeah.
your thoughts on the Pacific. Who's
On
making it?
On the Pacific, specifically the Pacific,
Yeah, who makes it?
Vegas, yeah, they're making it. LA,
Lame.
they should, but I don't know about that. Seattle, I want them to make it. I would love to see a Seattle Edmonton series if Edmonton can get their shit together.
Oh yeah, that's all McDavid against Seattle, and you gotta imagine Seattle gets a goalie by the deadline, at the deadline.
Well, look at
What do
They
they
already
need?
do. They have
Four of them?
Martin Jones.
They'll have
They'll have
Grubauer,
three.
Drieger, Jones, and Stalock.
they can carousel through them like pitchers.
Just keep changing them. If you have 4 of them, they can't get hurt.
Which Pierce would
No,
know what that
we'll
is
give
because he's a
Vamelka because
baseball
he's the
watcher.
best goalie in the league. Remember,
Who are they getting?
Vamelka because he's the best goalie in the league, according to some dumbass on Twitter.
I did not.
Oh my god.
According to my
Models.
That's the same dumbass who said that
Hayes getting over
Rupe,
McCarr. Yeah, there it is.
no, that said Rupe Hintz' contract is better than
Oh.
Nathan McKinnon's contract.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
I think Bro just has a vendetta against the Avs. I'm not sure though. We'll figure it out eventually.
Oh,
That's a wild guess.
all right, Pierce. I like your Pacific picks. I think.
That's specific.
I think.
I don't know. Part of me is such a hater, dude. I need LA to fall off.
Yeah.
LA's
I'm sorry,
gonna fall
Tanner.
off for Calgary.
Tanner, you can have the Leafs make the playoffs. You can't have both.
No, LA's gonna trade for Patrick Kane and give us Quentin Byfield, and then they'll make the playoffs, or they'll miss
Okay.
the playoffs and give us a better pick. Either one.
Why not both?
Okay, I'm in. I'm in. Fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah. Oh well.
But who gets Taves?
I Toronto. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Okay, so who gets
Because
Orion?
they,
Oh,
good
Vegas.
team like Tampa.
No, you said Vegas already.
Oh yeah, Vegas. Yeah, my bad.
Fuck.
Sorry, we're setting up the trade deadline. We're scripting it like that.
Yeah, we're getting it
Sorry,
early.
fellas.
The script writers coming up for the NHL trade deadline.
Honestly, giving us 4 first-round picks. Let's go.
What is he cooking? Let Kyle cook. And I ain't
No,
talking.
I'd rather not. Anyways,
As for Calgary, oh, they're so inconsistent. Like one game it's like, oh, they're back, and then the next game it's like, no,
No,
they
they're
aren't. And the
they
next
beat
game
the
it's like,
teams they're supposed to beat. It's just like
who did they beat last night? 5.
San Jose.
Was it San Jose?
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Lucic scored. Every Flames fan was upset.
Luch.
Because I mean, he'll be in the lineup over like
Party
Yeah,
like
it
it's
needs
20 top 6 Lucic. Get excited. Because it's
St.
the
Louis-
year 2014 and we're gonna go see PK Subban in the second round of the playoffs, right? Totally.
You're right.
St. Louis. I do not. Again, they're so inconsistent. I'm pretty sure they've won like 7 in a row, and then they lose like 8 in a row, and then they won 7 in a row. And then
Yeah, St. Louis is not making the playoffs.
I hope they don't make the playoffs, but I hope they don't make the
By a
playoffs
hair.
Fuck Bennington.
Because mediocrity.
Yeah, he stinks. I just remember my shout out to Brian. He my brother like was talking to me and he goes, I don't like understand
No,
why
you
Bennington
have to
gets
do
so
it,
much
show
hate.
him.
And I'm like, no, he's a piece of shit. Just trust me
Yeah.
on that one. And it took him less than a week to see like 3 different clips, and he was like, yeah, okay, I get it now. And I think the one was like when
I'll
he got
never get-
pulled and he was talking shit to Zucker as he was getting
Mhm.
pulled. It was just like you suck, guy.
The
Jesus.
fucking coach just saying, just
Craig,
stand
yeah,
there.
Craig
Just
Berube
make a
did
save,
himself,
please.
it's Just like you
Just
need
make
to
a
stop that,
fucking
like, make a
save.
save. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know
They're
how
probably
anyone
just
could
like,
defend
man,
him.
we could have kept Huso, but no, we had to get stuck with this loser for 5 more years.
I don't know
'cause he
how
got us
anyone
out.
could defend him after he was like, I saw the water bottle there and I knew this was God's opportunity to throw it at Kadri.
God's opportunity. Like,
What the fuck's wrong with you,
oh my
man?
God, I just want to punch this dude. Like, somebody needs to take him for the team and just run him. I'm sorry, just run him. Ryan Reeves is back in the division. He could do it. Just saying.
Please.
Oh,
Hey, Ryan Reeves will take a shot at Heronic. He'll do it to fucking Bennington.
I hate this league. Anyways, brutal.
Best sport, worst league.
Yep.
By
Blood on.
Country Mountain. It ain't even close. That's even being jealous. Nashville, I don't think they're making the playoffs.
No, they suck,
No.
and they should rebuild. And they should have sold Forsberg last year. They should have sold Ekholm the year before, but they didn't. And now we're here.
So you know
Hey,
what?
this
I
is
hope
just-
they don't sell them off. I hope they keep them and are stuck in perpetual mediocrity.
And then they could trade a Saros or a Scarrow when they stink.
Why not both? Why not both?
They need to move Saros this offseason. He's
That's
holding
They
them back.
should.
from the table. Yeah.
You could get a haul for Saros.
Oh,
Yes. I mean,
you probably
There's
still get a
always a
haul
team
for
that needs a goal.
Forsberg, but it just makes it so much harder to do it when he's got a
Forsberg's got
long
8
term.
years though. That's the thing.
I
Like,
know.
they're not moving.
That's
in
the
8
San
years.
Jose thing from last year where it's like, I get why you kept Hurdle, but you shouldn't have.
yeah.
Yeah.
Still now, yeah.
Whatever, Willie.
Anyways, to the Eastern Conference, the Boston Bruins, they're a wagon. There's zero debate about that. They could literally lose 10 regulation games in a row and they'd still be 24-14.
It's fucking gross.
It's almost Christmas and they don't have a home regulation loss.
It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
They're the best team since the 2013 Blackhawks.
Yeah.
Like regular season, they're the best team since then. Like, I don't think there's any debate about it. How many wins do we think they're ending the season with?
58.
I'm going to say 56.
51.
I don't think they get 60. I don't think
Yeah,
they
that's a
will.
little
I don't
too
think
much.
them or New Jersey will get 60 this year.
Jack Sanborn, 57.
Nice.
Yeah, thinking 57. Right around you guys.
Either way, they're probably going to get the
it's
President's
right under
Trophy again.
60. Oh, they're winning it. There's no way this team falls off.
Hey, look who's in second place.
Toronto.
Toronto.
And they'll get a home game 7 against Tampa because that'll help so much, right, guys?
Go.
God, that division actually is like just so bad. Like not bad, but just a shit show because like the 8th place team is 500 or Bettman 500, which is Montreal, I'm pretty sure. Because like
Yeah, they're
Sens
one
just
game
started
under
eating.
500.
Hey, both Ottawa and Montreal are 14, 15, and 2.
Listen, dude, the Sens have been like not ass the last 2 weeks. They're actually starting to get their groove back.
Unfortunately.
Exactly. Jacob, it's just like I need the Sabres to not start losing. We need to rack up these wins.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm curious to see how 2 and 3 shake up because I think Tampa could very easily jump Toronto with the way they're
They're
playing.
gonna lose the
the last
Tampa.
month.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
That's awesome.
I forgot. I was like, wait, yeah, I haven't checked in a few days. Like, who's
No, but it's okay. You'll be a wild card team and go play New. Actually, honestly, the
We'll be
spot to
wild
be is
card
first
to
wild
play
card right now.
Boston.
Leafs have 6 OTLs? You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
stink in overtime.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
have
know
I
not
don't
been.
get it.
Dude, they haven't even
December,
lost in a
I've
shootout.
not
They
been,
just actually
one of
suck in
the careers.
overtime.
I don't get it. Like the first odd man rush they give up, everything goes in.
It's crazy.
Jimmy, what do you honestly think about the Leafs? I'm like actually curious to hear.
They don't seem like they're like I don't know. Everyone's like Mitch
Is it,
Marner.
okay, I'll ask this. Does it feel different than last year or more of the same?
More the same. Last year I had more hope actually. This year I'm expecting the same.
Really?
The more it
You
goes
don't
on,
like
yeah.
what you're seeing from the back end of this year with like Lilligren and Sandin taking steps?
Oh, I like that stuff. It just doesn't feel like there's that mental like I don't feel like they're past that.
It's always
I don't
between
like-
the years. It's always between.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't give a flying shit about like statistics in the regular season. Why should I care? It never matters.
But Marner got a 23-game point streak
Yeah,
in
well,
November,
Marner's
so
like-
it must be good.
Marner's doing the gritty and getting secondaries pissed and fucking whatever. And like I respect that he's done well in shit. You know, like Kanye said, you know, but
Like Kanye said.
gotta
Okay.
stop dissing the Nazi.
That's a great guy to talk about. Yeah.
But no, I mean, like, you know, great. He's had a great run. He's done well. Nylander's on pace for 40 goals as he should be. Fucking love that. Matthews isn't having an MVP year, but he's still great. He's awesome.
Oh no!
Yeah,
He's still on like a
pick it up.
95-point pace. Oh no!
I was like,
enough.
you know, at the beginning of the year, I'm thinking, oh, maybe he only gets, you know, maybe he has a, like, you know, a big slump, you know, off last year, 45 goals, you know, underperform, whatever. But, you know, he looks fine. He looks fine. He's picked it up. Ferris is fine. I love, like, Sandin is a top 4 defenseman. Lilligren is a top 4 defenseman. I mean, they're second pairing guys right now. Sandin does have, you know, number 2 potential still. There's no reason to rule this guy out. He's still young as shit. He's a defenseman. Let's not forget that. People seem to completely forget that. Leafs fans have the object permanence of a fucking grapefruit, so that's not surprising. But I don't know. I like a lot of what they're doing on paper, but I don't know. It's just I don't know.
You've
You
been
can-
burned so many times.
Yeah, I don't know
Going
what
back
it's
to
like.
well
to
again.
do.
Charlie
Yeah.
Brown has missed the football enough. He's not
Yeah.
falling for it again.
Yeah, but your bottom 6 can't score a goal.
Yeah, but
No,
what-
that's
that's,
true.
an evergreen, that's been an evergreen statement since 1920. Like,
I mean, yeah, but still. You just traded
Back
Dennis
in
Mullen.
19, take it in two.
Yeah, Dryden Hunt's gonna get 15 goals. You didn't hear?
No,
I was laughing at all the.
But at least they have
Leafs
Nickelback Kubel, right?
fans. I was,
yeah,
I was
dude.
laughing at all the Leafs fans. They're like, I can't believe we traded the next Valdichius to Colorado.
Wasn't it Spence who tweeted that?
Probably, yeah.
Pretty sure it was Spence who tweeted.
No, and like you know what's also another thing that hasn't been talked about? Like the Leafs just kind of like stole Connor Timmins. Like that just doesn't get talked about enough. Like Connor Timmins should not be on the Leafs
This is
right
a good
now.
start because like he,
That's a Toskala talked it into happening. President Toskala.
Damn it.
Every day I
Only
just see
times
this
is-
fucking guy.
One of the only times is Galaxy Break crap actually.
Actually,
Yeah, no, it was like every day I get on Twitter and this fucking guy. I just need Connor Timmins on the Leafs. I'm like,
I know it's Con
Who gives a
Tim on
fuck?
the Leafs.
Yeah, I need Tim on the Leafs.
I'm like, I feel like I'm.
And they traded him for Kurt
here.
Doug, dude.
Who gives a fuck? Connor Timmins? Is that really the guy we're like fucking like longing for? Is Connor Timmins? That's
Yes.
gonna save things. That's so Leafs fan. That's so fucking Leafs fan. I'm sorry. Love that. I love
Only in Toronto,
That is
dude, I
very
swear.
fucking Leafs fan of them. Who gives a shit about Connor Timmins? I don't care.
That's Con Tim to you, pal.
It's a fucking depth defenseman to me.
You better re-2-pack point per game, Connor Tim.
They actually point per game.
Yes, I'm
What?
pretty sure.
See, I'm telling you, like, this is the worst time, I guess, for me.
Hold the phone.
I don't give a shit if he's point per game yet. Listen, if he keeps it up, great. But in the
Aren't they all like secondary assists too?
Oh no, he only has 6
Yeah, he's
points
six.
in 8
He's 6
games.
assists in 6 games.
Oh
he is point per game. Wow. Okay, we're saved, guys.
Dude,
Yeah, maybe
you're so
he-
saved.
Maybe he does great there. Who
That's
knows?
literally sick. He's on a 0 goal, 60 assist pace. Like think about that for a second.
Like,
Dude, if he gets
I don't
20
know,
goals,
man.
40
I don't
assists, he'll
know.
be in his Bill Sekira era.
Dude, he's so good that you guys can trade Muzzin now. It's okay.
Muzzin
we're
is
just-
watch
we're
him,
gonna
watch
trade
him
Morgan
this
Riley.
year. Watch him go like 1 goal, 50 assists, and Vezina Toskal is completely right.
I hate
know. They do need Tim Tim.
Time to trade Kerfoot.
Fuck, it's been time to
Oh,
trade
wait, what
Kerfoot.
year
for
is
years.
Give me Kerfoot on literally any other team.
Bro, imagine like trading
I will
Muzzin
eat my
Dodger
words
for 2
on that.
bombs. That's crazy. Anyways,
I will completely eat crow on Alex Kerfoot. I defended him in the offseason. I did like him in that first round. He has been.
there's a reason to defend him. He had like 50 points last year. He just
And well, he was really solid in the playoffs. I never understood the hate in
he
the
was solid in
playoffs.
the last 2 playoffs, if you're being honest.
Yeah, he's been good. Like, he's been fine. Holy shit. I mean, again, we're talking about Leafs fans here. We're talking about a special breed of idiot. So, like, I don't know. I just don't understand. I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. It's frustrating how much he's fallen off.
Circles
You
over Alex Kerfoot.
gotta move that contract at something at the deadline. This team is gonna need that bottom 6 boost. I'm so
I like how Jimmy is just
Dude, this is the
slowly
same
losing
fan base
his-
that talked themselves into David Kampf getting more than $2 million on his next contract because he's such a valuable piece to the bottom
Oh,
6.
man.
God, these guys have never seen a good hockey team, and it shows. Jesus Christ.
respect David Kemp though.
And if you have, you're a boomer, and that's why. Oh, we gotta trade William Nylander. He can't have this deal.
Do you guys ever see how I got Carlo Koliakovo got his burner talking on the timeline?
I have.
I think I saw that. Yes.
Beautiful, yeah. Just
Carlo Koriakos sucks.
whenever I hear trading William Nylander, I think of him. I think like the Nick Kiprios game.
Bagman.
Cheers.
Thank you, yes.
There we go. Right on cue.
All right, that's enough Leaf talk. for
Oh, no,
now.
I was-
Oh, it's never
That's
come
enough
on,
Leafs,
come
That's
on.
enough Leaf
Your
talk.
time
for
is
now.
up, pal.
Come on, man.
Your time is up, pal. Vote him off the island.
Come on,
Get him
man.
outta
Come on,
here.
man. No chance.
All right, pal. Your time is up. Anyways,
Just
Tampa
a few
Bay
more
is-
minutes, man, please.
Tampa Bay's making the playoffs.
No way.
Oh.
Really? That's
All
crazy.
right. You're really going out on a limb there, pal.
That's crazy. How
Fella.
could you say that?
How could you even say? How could you say something so controversial yet so brave? I totally butchered that. Anyways, on the Metro. I can't wait for the Devils to fall off, make the wild card, and then get pounded by Boston in the first round. It's gonna be so fun. We kind of already talked about the Hurricanes. They are them.
Yeah.
And the Rangers.
Pittsburgh's making it. I don't care what anyone says. Sidney Crosby's looking like 09 Crosby.
He's gonna. Yeah, that's another player. About Crosby.
Sidney Crosby's officially underrated now. I'm gonna just start that agenda.
Guys, see, but Crosby's gonna get his team into the playoffs, and because they were close, and they got in there, he's gonna get the heart. Because
Jimmy, you're so right. You know what? We couldn't figure it out before. You got it. Yeah, Sidney Crosby Hart Trophy. They're gonna give him his They're gonna give him his Marc-Andre Fleury Hart Trophy. Even though he's already won like 4, he needs another one.
He needs more another than McDavid does.
Fleury, Fleury didn't have a Vezina up until then.
Yeah, it's not like Andre Vasilevsky led in literally every fucking stat that year, but I'm still so salty.
I love Fleury, but he's always been when he's up there.
Since when did we start giving out Revenant trophies? Like what the
Actually, for a while now.
I know it did for a while. Mark Giordano won a fucking Vezina. Or not Vezina, Norris. I hate this league. God damn it.
Giordano won a Vezina. Let's go.
Same
Bogosian got his Norris too. Oh, we love that.
Gadget player.
Eric Carlson should have won at least 5 of the Norrises.
Yeah, no, if we're doing Revenant like awards and shit, Eric Carlson better win that fucking Norris this year. Unless Darlene's like 9,500.
That's still
points.
Ridiculous. Second best story behind, but maybe better just because of what he's been through. Eric Carlson, like ridiculous.
Great player. And he's like running away with the defensive lead scoring.
41 points.
He's gonna go play with Darlene now. Get excited.
In 8 games.
Dude, we've been robbed of
There's
teams.
the right-handed shot.
Well, how many more years does Carlson have?
Like 6,
Quite a bit.
5.
No.
No chance, mate. No chance, mate.
No, mate. No, chance, mate.
Oh,
No, mate. Eric Carlson, tap, FR, and the blanks. All right. 11.5. Ooh. In the offseason, he's going somewhere else. No, he's going somewhere in the offseason. San Jose
going back to Ottawa. For Josh Norris and Tim Stutzla.
Yeah, there you go.
That would be a fair trade, right, guys? Maybe throw in Chris Tierney too.
If San
Rudolph
Jose,
Bolster, I think, was in the trade, even though he got bought out and is in Florida now.
fuck it, let's get. If this was the NBA or any fun league like that in the offseason, he'd get traded with like $5 million retained because San Jose's
You
not.
get traded with like
San Jose's
Couture.
not going to compete for the next 4 years. You might as well fucking get some. You get so much back. $6.5 million, Eric Carlson at this production. Come on. It would have to be an off-season trade though. Obviously, there's no way that.
Yeah. When's the last time somebody's 8 salary on that much salary though?
Oh, that much.
On that same team last year, Brett Burns.
But it was only $2 million though, not 6.
Yeah, but no one's eating 6 on Carlson.
That's what I mean.
No, I'm talking
yeah.
5. Well,
They'll eat
4.
4, maybe.
4. It's 4.
You
for
put
4
Carlson at
years.
7.5. I feel like people will do.
Dude,
People
you're
traded
more-
for Oliver Ekman-Larsson.
If you're San Jose, you're more worried about
Right.
the cap floor than the playoffs the next 3-4 years. You're not going to do anything. If Mike Greer has a working brain, he makes-
Excuse you, Timo Meyer is going to bring him to the promised land.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
I thought he
exactly.
was
With
wrong.
Philip Bystedt as their only good prospect, dude.
Who?
What's the next topic? I'm done talking about the
Yeah,
Sharks.
Eklund.
I was gonna say the Eklund slam.
Oh yeah, Eklund. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about Eklund.
He's all right.
Fucking, you just traded it. No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. He's still on the team.
How did you not remember?
He's the only one that's left. Oh Jesus! All right, what's next?
Our favorite games from each sport.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Pierce, you go first because I can't think of any.
I'll just start hockey. There's a couple. There's one for the Olympics, and then there's one for the NHL.
Gee, I wonder what the Olympics is,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
I might have to elaborate on. No, it's the 2010 goal. Even if the U.S. won that gold medal game, that still probably would have been one of the most great. It is. It's probably the best game of hockey I've ever watched, and it just so happened to be. It was the perfect ending, and it had everything you wanted. It had drama, tension. It was Canada versus United. You literally, that game had everything. Canada went up early, and then the U.S. tied it up late. My heart went so deep in my stomach I could have shit it out. Like, it was so intense. I remember watching it. I think I was 9. I remember watching it at a movie theater. That's how together Canada was for that game. Like, I'm pretty sure Canada only has less than 40 million people.
What was that like? That crowd?
Oh, it's awesome.
Fucking
Dude, and like
I was
30
gonna say,
million.
you didn't just watch that at home. You got to like.
No, I watched it on a movie theater.
That's
like
rowdy.
with like hundreds of people, and
Jeez.
I'm pretty sure like Canada's population has barely changed in the past like 20 years. It was like 36 million, and I'm pretty sure like at
Imagine
least
what they could do if they get into the next Olympics.
75% of the country will like tune in once at least. Like it's something like 25 million at
That's
least tune into the game once.
Wow.
It's crazy. That and also
And that's not counting the people who didn't watch it.
there's a lot of good NHL, especially with the Blackhawks and all the deep playoff runs they made. I think the best game to me is Game 5 of the 2014 Western Conference Final.
Dude, I was thinking the same
Yeah.
fucking game. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm just thinking
I
the
like
same exact-
stretch in that first overtime of like 10 on like
12 minutes unstop play.
yeah,
insane.
that's the best hockey I've ever watched right there, like in a nutshell.
I was gonna say, like, I don't want to butt in, but like that game and Game 4 against Anaheim, just like
That too.
insanity. Like that's what you watch the sport for. Like,
Mhm.
oh, this game seems like it's gonna be totally normal, and then all fucking hell breaks loose in the game.
Ugh,
Like,
okay.
it's all you want.
I might be
Honorable
mistaken.
mentions- you go.
Mine's World Juniors though. It was the Canada Russia game with Everly the tying.
Everly scores! Can you believe it? Oh,
I
my
can.
God.
Yeah, that was that dude. He ruined that clip. He has to be
Oh,
shot
okay.
for that.
Jesus. Okay.
Pierre
Yeah, I
Maguire
think we've all
ruining
thought-
iconic goal
yeah.
calls? No.
I think we've all thought that of Pierre Maguire.
Oh fuck!
There's a lot of great World Junior games too.
There's been some great World Junior games. As a Sabres fan, there hasn't been a whole lot of good Sabres games. But one of the most entertaining games, and I'm so sorry you're here to hear this, it's got to be Bruins beating the Leafs in Game 7.
Oh, I
It's
think
got to be one of the most entertaining comebacks I've ever watched live.
Wait, which one?
The fact that you can say
Hey, that
which
is fair
one
to say.
is
I got
boring.
3 to pick from.
But you
So
know
it's
which one it is.
2013.
Nothing could beat the original.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
that
nothing
was
could beat the
game of
original.
the
Oh
decade.
yeah, no.
Was
It's a great
2 goals
trilogy,
with
but-
under a minute left. It fucking
And one of them was just like a bullshit shot from the point. From Sean.
Yeah.
That was
Like-
the tying goal.
No, it was Bergeron from the point. Charles.
Oh, that's what it was.
in
Yeah.
front of the net.
That's what it was. I forgot. You're right, Pierce. Now I remember it very clear. Oh Jesus! And that game was like perfect too, because like Kessel scored and everything, or like was it Kadri that scored?
Kadri
Too?
off a Kessel rebound.
Remember when we had Adam Wild on the show? Jimmy was like describing why he was cheering for the Leafs. And it's like he's like, "Hey, now some country scored. It's 4-1." And then Adam Wild's just like, "Ha ha ha!" He's like nervous laughter. That's it. Yeah,
oh.
that was a fun time. No, that's good. That's probably the most memorable game of like the past 10 years. Is that historic collapse? Definitely.
Funny enough, my favorite game would be from the same year. 2 goals, 17 seconds. Like,
I thought you were gonna bring up a Leafs game.
no.
I was thinking of that one in the cup finals. But that was
No. I don't. I'm not that self-degrading. No, the 2 goals in 17 seconds. It's the most
It's definitely the
shocking
most memorable
moment
moment
for any
of that
sports team I've
series.
watched. Besides the double doink, that was definitely as shocking. But
Thanks for putting that image back in my mind, champ.
we're all gonna we try to
That's
get.
definitely the most memorable moment of that Stanley Cup final, but I don't think it's even the best game from that final. There's 2 other games.
Oh
Yeah.
no, Seabrook.
Game 4, dude. Like,
Game 4 and Game 1.
Game
Game
one.
1 was really good
Yeah.
too.
I don't think there was anything anytime I exploded more than the Seabrook goal.
Oh,
Yes.
as soon as Seabrook won that game, I knew they were going to win the cup. Because if they
Yeah.
lost in Boston, that was over. Like they weren't winning. It would have been Jover, and they wouldn't have won the cup. They might have won Game 5 of Chicago, but I don't think they would have won Game 6 in Boston. But
God. Also, if they would have won the Game 5 against Anaheim would go down as probably one of my favorite games because holy shit, they would have had one of the best comebacks ever.
oh
Like,
yeah,
I'm sorry,
They were
Frederick
proactive
Anderson
enough.
is still owned by Jonathan Taves to this day. Like, I'm
Mhm.
sorry. It's just the way it is. Because not only did he score 2 in Game 5, he got 2 in Game 7 right out the chute.
yeah.
like-
It's gonna be Carolina going to the cup final, and then whoever team.
Jonathan Taves is going to be on the Winnipeg Jets.
I fear
Oh,
no one. I fear
God.
no one but that man.
Just be the most unlikable team in the league. Continue.
Dude,
Make
it
it Brendan
would-
Lemieux back. Come on.
It would not even surprise me one bit. Like, they were talking about on the freaking Dangle podcast today. They were like, is Jonathan Taves the perfect fit for Winnipeg? It's like, oh, God. Please, let's not do that.
Do they even need
He's
a
a
fucking
perfect
center?
I mean, do
Bottom
they need
6,
to?
yeah.
Don't they have Adam
I
Lowry?
don't know about, like,
Yeah, but
Peter-
fourth liner. Fuck Adam Lowry. He can go. to
Taves
fourth
is
line.
just a shiny Adam Lowry. It's okay.
At this point in his career.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely.
All right,
not good for that.
All right. What else? So we covered hockey.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
the next sport?
I'm curious
Football.
what Pierce is for baseball. Because Pierce
Baseball?
just started watching like all the old
Yeah,
playoff highlights.
I
and
think
stuff.
baseball is
Oh, yeah.
going to be
Probably
the
got a
same for
couple
me
ones.
and Pierce.
Yeah.
I know which one it is for me.
Game
Go
7, 2016 World Series. That's probably
That's
the
your
best.
favorite?
Yeah. There's
Fuck, okay,
been
never mind.
a lot of
Be
great
part of
memories,
history.
like the Bautista bat flip. I love that game. Like I remember watching that game, and it was a good game in all. But like from start to finish, Game 7 of the 2016 World Series is the best baseball game I've ever watched, and I don't know if it'll ever be close. Because you got two teams that have like almost combined 200 years without winning a championship. Like Chicago came back from 3-1 down. Like there's just so much drama and tension. Chicago, I think, came out earlier than
They literally led with the leadoff home run.
yeah, exactly.
David Ross hit a fucking home run
Yeah.
dead center before retirement. Like it was the biggest Mickey Mouse game I've ever seen in my life. Holy shit! Like
Remember, yeah.
After
I
he like
remember
committed an
that.
error and
He
like
just
let
said
up 2
this,
runs,
this,
like literally that next inning he came in, it's a home run. And then like
crazy.
I think Cleveland tied it in like the bottom of the 8th. Like they tied it, and I'm like,
Yep.
oh shit.
LeBron
And if
was
that
there.
rain delay doesn't happen, Cleveland wins that. That helped them win that World Series. But yeah, that's probably the best baseball game I've watched. There's been like the Bautista pat flip is there. I think it was the 2017 World Series. It was like that crazy like 13-12 game between LA and Houston. There's been a few games I've watched recently, but like that game 7 always sticks in my head. And I was watching it with friends too, and we're like all cheering for the Cubs because they were just like a bunch of lovable losers, and then they actually won.
That was
It's their baseball game.
that would be the easy slam dunk for me to say is mine. Like, you know, I was brought up like I didn't follow the Cubs the way I did the Hawks or the Bears or even when I followed the Bulls for a bit. But you know, we were always around it. We get taken to games, and you know, we started to follow them around the Rizzo Bryant days. So that was it was a nice way that our family connected and all that. And a really, a historic moment, but following that run, I think the coolest moment had to be the Montero fucking grand.
Oh yeah, the Grand Slam.
That is one of the, like, we talk about Mickey Mouse, like just everything in the stars align kind of moment. And when that happened, you just knew.
The way they won that World Series was exactly how you would expect a team that hasn't won in 108 years to win a World Series. Like
It was
being 3 down, 3-1 in the series,
perfect.
and then coming back and like having the lead in Game 7. Like, of course they're gonna blow this, but then they win after a rain delay by one run. Like that's how you're gonna win it.
I can't wait to be 60 years old and the Leafs win their cup.
I just laugh because like it's funny how quick people forget the past. Because if you talk to Cubs fans now, all they give a shit about is they didn't get shit for Baez and Rizzo and all them. It's like, guys, they fucking won. Who cares?
Yeah, they won a World Series.
That was the end game. But I just remember what my favorite game is. It's Game 5, Dodgers Nationals 2019 NLDS. Just like
Yeah.
You want to talk about a team that was destiny? That was that Nationals team. Like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Last
Like
wild
21-year-old Juan Soto just being the
Yeah.
second coming of Christ. Like, oh man, just like they were down 3-0.
Weren't they
in the
up
ninth.
in the game? Weren't the Dodgers up in the game? Then they put Kershaw in.
Yeah, they took Kershaw in, and he
Yeah.
lets up a home run to Rendon, and then he lets up another one, and then they let up a grand slam in the 10th. It was just like,
By Howie Kendrick, I believe.
yep, that was just a crazy playoff run in general and game.
Yeah.
Also, the other one was David Freese against when the Cardinals won in like Game 6 of the World Series on a walk-off.
I watched the highlights. That was a cool game.
That was a great game too. I hated the Cardinals, but that's a
Yeah.
great game.
Mhm.
I
And as
really
soon as they
wanted
won
the
that
Texans
game, you're like,
or the
yeah,
Rangers
they're
to
gonna
win.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, bud. What about you, Jacob?
Definitely not this year.
That one, honestly, that one was
Yeah.
even though they lost. If you
Even
were
if the
neutral,
Blue
that
Jays
game
went
would
on,
have
they
been
would've been
fucking.
Oh,
fun to
dude,
watch.
from like a White Sox fan's perspective, that shit was nuts. like,
There's some good ones. Like at least the bat flip, obviously, is an easy one. It might be the comeback win in the not ALDS, what the hell, the wild card series against the Orioles with Edwin's
The
walk-off.
walk-off homer by
Yeah, that one might be my favorite of all time.
And then they lost,
Yeah.
and then I think they swept Texas, but then they lost to Cleveland.
Yeah, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
We don't talk about the losses. We just talk
Dude,
about
a
the
Jays,
wins.
Cubs World Series would have been fun.
Hmm.
Even though the Cubs probably would have crushed them.
Football.
Yeah, football. Football, I haven't watched.
American
Football. I have.
Jacob's
I
not
have
gonna
a game.
like my answer.
No, because I think mine's the same.
Oh god, that game was so fucking good.
Dude, that game was so good. Even though they lost, I can't not pick
Dude,
the
I can think
the
of
2
5
seconds.
games off the top of my head, and they're all within the last 5 years. That's the
Dude,
craziest
so
part.
many fucking
28 to
good
3. I'd even argue that divisional game against the Rams was fucking incredible last year with the Bucks. The divisional game with Chiefs and Bills was all timer. You got what's the other one that I was trying to say? That Rams Chiefs game where they both dropped like 50 burgers on Monday Night Football and in Mexico City or whatever, and it was just a goddamn zoo on the field, like back and forth craziness, like Mahomes versus Jared Goff, which is crazy to think about now, but like that was when Goff was white hot, like Mahomes was MVP, Mahomes, like crazy game. And then I'm going to go off the grid. This isn't NFL, but it's football, college football. I'm throwing the Georgia-Oklahoma Rose Bowl in there, where it went to like double overtime in the college football playoff. And then I'm also throwing Georgia-Alabama when Tua came in as a freshman and came back and beat everyone. And I'm also throwing in the 9-6 LSU-Alabama game from like 2012, which is, you want to watch a defensive masterclass, go watch that game. Literally 5 field goals were all that was scored, and I don't think a single soul complained because it was the 2 best teams in the country just literally having the biggest slugfest I've ever watched. So I can go on all day about football. There's so many great games. Yeah, right. Like, sorry, there's just so many great games.
Again, I've just became a bit. I just with like baseball, like I've watched playoff games over like many years, and like I remember most of the games. But like football, like I don't watch any of it.
Sorry,
Yeah.
one more. Russell throwing it on the 1 yard line against the Patriots.
Oh,
Patriots.
no.
That Super Bowl is incredible. That Super Bowl will it'll be remembered for that last drive, but people forget that Brady was down 10 in the 4th quarter in that one and came back. Like, incredible Super Bowl. Sorry.
Mine was just recent because I got to see because I like latched onto the Bengals and I got to see them go to the Super Bowl is when they beat Kansas City.
That comeback was amazing too.
Yeah.
That was
that game should have been over at the half, but they ran that one stupid screen to Tyreek Hill and didn't get any points for the end of the half, and it gave the Bengals all the momentum they needed. Crazy game.
Good time.
And I can't wait to make more memories for football because the Bengals are top of the AFC North right now.
I mean,
Dude,
Dylan
Burrows just did the same shit again yesterday. He was down 17-0 and it was no sweat, and he scored the next 30 points or something.
Dylan,
They're
you mentioned
incredible.
like, basically any big any would have my answers would have been sorry I can't speak. But one very underrated game I feel is that I really liked was Ravens Broncos. Flacco Manning,
Yes.
dude.
Dude, that
That
overtime
game
divisional round game. Is that what you're
Was
talking about?
I love the Ravens back. I was a Ray Rice guy. I really liked Flacco.
Aaron
now.
Hernandez guy too.
Yeah. Yeah, Ray Lewis. You know.
Oh no, that team was
Ruggs.
fun to watch though. They had like
No,
Anquan
yeah.
Bolden on the team, I
It
think.
was
Like,
so disappointing. Like a year later, that guy turns out to be a complete piece of shit.
yeah, Ed Reed
But
too. Like,
regardless,
that's
you
just a
know,
fun
being
team.
horrible, even being aside, crazy team, crazy year. Yeah, that game was like that's a destiny game.
Any of those matchups where they just go toe to toe, blow for blow, like you could flip a coin and it still wouldn't tell the difference between the two teams. That's always when it's great. Like,
One of the coolest moments I ever had in hockey, I need to run back, was being right in front of Marion Host's 500th goal. I was
That's cool.
10 rows back of that.
that's
That
really
was
cool.
that was pretty great. Yeah. Sorry, not to
Dude, that's are
toot
you
my
kidding
horn,
me?
but
Come on
that's just
now.
a
That was against
great-
Philly. I remember that game.
Oh,
Because
it
wasn't it
amazing.
Hossa came into the year with 499, so he
Yep.
needed one goal in the
Yeah,
new
it was the
season and
second
he
game of
couldn't
the
get
year.
it. Yeah, I remember that.
That game was nuts.
That was back when they
Also-
were good.
So,
I
And
got,
Aaron
to watch
Kane would
most,
just-
I got to watch most of the Anaheim Oilers playoff series that year. Like
Oh,
in person, in live.
Game
That was
5,
some good
dude.
hockey.
you saw most of that live?
Yeah, well, like in person, like not watching on TV. Like I was actually there at the game.
Were you there for the
Yeah.
Draisaitl hat trick in Game 6?
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
That's
I was.
awesome.
Oh, dude.
That's
My favorite
they
moment
just-
still is McDavid deking the whole Anaheim.
They
team.
should have won
I've
that
never
series.
felt an atmosphere like that.
Dude, they should have came
It was
back to
freaking-
Edmonton up 3-2. They were up 3-0 with 3.5 minutes left in the game. I'm sorry,
they
you should
should
win
win.
They
They
every
should've
should've
time.
won that series.
And
They should've
also,
won.
I'll still be a firm believer that that third goal where it was just a scramble in the crease and a dog pile, that shit should
Only
count.
difference.
Sorry.
No,
That's,
should
not-
have won that series.
that's just refs letting a story be told.
Garbage.
And of course,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Ryan Kessler that's in on that play. Hopefully.
Oh,
Yeah, and they did so well afterwards too.
Speaking
just
of-
Yeah, I don't know if
absolutely
it'll be
bullied by
national,
Colton
but,
Sissons.
yeah.
Like beef.
Yeah.
That's why I hated Anaheim back in the day. You would be the 1 seed every year, and they stunk it up no matter.
Oh,
what.
I hated the 2017 play. No, because the Blackhawks got destroyed, but it's like you really let the Penguins win. Like all these teams just beat up on each other. It's like you just let Ron Hainsey on the top pairing win the cup.
You let Jane Gensel go bananas on your team.
Trevor Daly, baby. Oh.
Trevor Daly. Oh, I'm glad he got a cup, but
Two.
Dude, I just remember when he shattered his leg. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
sucked.
somehow played NHL after that.
Oh yeah, and then basketball, Game 7, Cavs Warriors. It's not even
Yeah.
fucking close.
Mhm.
It's literally not
Oh,
even
yeah.
close to me. It's not even close. Maybe there's a couple college games in there. Maybe like March Madness type stuff.
Raptors winning
Like
was pretty
seeing
cool.
seeing the bias, seeing the girls for South Carolina win a couple national titles is really cool, but that's bias. Like in terms of just great basketball, it's Game 7 2016. There's just no
Mhm.
the
There's
storyline,
something
the play.
about
There's
that
just
year,
no in between.
2016 Game 7s.
You didn't even have to like basketball, and you understood what was going on. Like it's a generational.
Well, that's the
Warrior
thing
team.
with the 2016 World Series games like 7. I didn't know anything about baseball, but I was watching with friends who are huge baseball fans, and like that's probably the best non-hockey like sports game I've ever watched so far.
And certainly the Stanley Cup final was good that year too, right, guys? With Sharks Penguins. Ugh.
No, the Penguins ran.
Chris
as much as
Letang,
I hate the
Stanley
Penguins,
Cup
I
winner.
love that. That Penguins team was a lot of fun to watch. Like they barreled over every team.
Oh yeah, I had a lot of respect for Pittsburgh after that run because they for 5 years they just couldn't get their shit.
Oh, they
together.
choked. They were the biggest chokers, but then they
They
finally
got
got it
the
together.
closest they got was when they got bullied by Boston in 2013.
Boston.
And I have every right to say bully. People don't talk about it. They had 4 goals in 4 games that series. I'm pretty sure. Like
No, it was like 3. I'm pretty sure.
I gave them a goal. I'm being generous. They got dominated in that series. Yeah, a couple
That's
games
why-
went to overtime.
That's
But
why when the Blackhawks, to bring it back, that's why when the Blackhawks were playing the Bruins, I was like actually nervous.
oh yeah, it's like these are the 2 best teams left. It's not like one team's on a Linsanity run like when they played Philly.
Yeah, no, those were 2 of the best teams in the NHL in the Cup final.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I thought that was interesting.
Sports are fun.
Yeah, to talk about because like I didn't watch the World Cup, but like just seeing everything on the timeline, like watching the highlights, I really wish I could have watched that game.
That was probably the best soccer game I've ever watched, or best football
Easily
game
the
I've ever
best
watched
soccer
in
game
my
I've
life.
ever watched.
Like it's just like you. That game should have been over. That game should have been fucking over.
Multiple times.
And Mbappe like single-handedly brought his team back. Like, I'm sorry, like I still don't get them benching Giroud in like the 40th minute. Like, I've never seen a team panic more. And I don't even watch the sport that much, but like you could just tell the coaches were shitting themselves on France. It was
Shit in
just
their britches.
what a game. What a game. And then there will be the people that are like, well, I don't get why it goes to PKs. It's like, yeah, these guys have just been running up and down a giant field for like 250 or 150 minutes almost. Yeah, let's do another 30 minutes while, what was it, like all of France was cramping up basically at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Like, all right, guys.
They actually took a guy off because he got so fucking winded he couldn't play.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, let's go another 30 minutes. They're going to totally.
Listen, a golden goal would be fun and all, but like also you have to understand that like soccer's not hockey where it's really fast paced. They're just not going to play offense. They're just going to kick the ball until someone fucks up, and it's going to take like an hour.
And the thing is with soccer, it's the most popular sport in the world. Like they clearly know what they're doing.
Yet the worst.
Yeah, they're not changing the rules for North Americans. It's just listen, it's just give up.
Also, I did think it was hilarious though that like the third goal that Argentina got was like the greasiest fucking like NHL style goal I've ever seen. It's just stupid rebound. Because like France had a chance like that earlier, and I was like, of course this is how the goal is going to go, and it's going to be some bullshit rebound. Like Foley actually makes
Some greasy
makes a
ass
save type
goal.
thing. Because the keepers are making some incredible fucking saves. Like it, I don't know how France didn't have the lead with like the 123rd minute. The guy was like in alone, and the goalie just split
That
save.
might be the single greatest World Cup save, or just save in soccer history.
Like with the time on the clock, the stakes, it's like you can't even write it like that, literally. And like you can't
I
write it to
didn't
where
watch a minute of this
Dude,
game.
the script writers
Mbappe
went
can-
off. For this one, I'm not gonna lie.
script writers went fucking off. Dude.
Seriously,
Like,
you
you're
watched
telling me
it?
Messi and Di Maria were the ones getting the goals for Argentina, and Mbappe just goes fucking Superman mode for France? Like, come on. Ugh. I'm so glad I watched that game. That game was
Yeah,
incredible.
that was a lot of fun.
It goes to PKs and Jacob's like, all right, muting the whole fucking chat now. I can't. Like, no
I'm
one's spoiled
so-
for me.
I'm so
'Cause I got
far
the second-
behind.
Oh, dude, I got the second Mbappe goal spoiled for me because I checked the chat. I was like, what?
Okay. So I'm watching the game. I have my phone on, and Mork's like, "Ooh, pen." I'm like, okay. As I'm watching the penalty, he's like, "Oh yeah, they tied it." And I'm like, "He hasn't
I got it.
scored. What the fuck, man?"
Yeah, I saw it a minute before, so I'm just sitting there and my dad's talking to me. I'm like, all right, some bullshit's about to happen. And then Mbappe just like Superman kicks that thing into the net. Like, oh my God. Incredible.
Yeah. He lives like fucking 5 hours ahead of everybody and just gets to watch the games in advance. he just knows everything that's gonna happen. It's bullshit.
Yeah, bro was like commentating all the
Morkstradamus.
World Cup games and he was ahead of everyone. That was crazy. Like he literally was ahead every single time, it felt like. Like when can I get internet like that? I'm
When can
not
I
so
get this?
behind. Oh jeez.
Hey, guess who assisted on that Eric Gustafson goal today?
Dylan Strome.
No, Nick Agbekubel.
Oh, how does
Because
this
I had to edit off on that. And
Oh
that's
my
why
God.
sports are great.
Way to go, and I'm the PJ's cast here with some leak slander.
I mean, it wouldn't be the holiday season without some, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Did you get coal in your stocking? No, I just got Leafs charts in my stocking.
No, I just have to watch the leak.
I just got a Timothy Lillard and heat map in my stocking. It stinks.
I got the Dryden Hunt for
That's right on heat map. There's just so much. There's just so much nothing on this map. I don't know what's going on.
Wow. Oh wow, guys, a scoreboard.
Yeah.
Scoreboard when
yeah.
Dryden Hunt gets in a fight down 6-1. Oh god.
Oh goodness. So yeah, that's about her. That's it.
Yeah,
This
there's no
will
Twitter
be
questions, right?
no. I don't think I got any Twitter questions.
Come on, guys, start sending in your Twitter questions.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no,
damn you
we got
guys.
we got to do this one, the favorite podcast moment of 2022. I've been saving this all day since you told me. It was when we were watching and Evander Kane passed up the empty netter and Pierce just starts fucking dying because the girl, you son of a bitch, you just lost me like $1,000.
$800.
Oh, fuck, that was so
That is a
good.
good moment. Also Mike Smith letting
Yes. When we all had, like, we each had a reaction to it because we couldn't all get it at the same
Like
time.
10
So
seconds
good.
apart. I'm like, oh no, he went to go over center, and then like you just saw one face like light up, and then another face, another 5 seconds later, just
so bad.
Oh, man.
It was so bad. Oh my god. The worst part is he lets the goal in and immediately just sends daggers to the defenseman. Like it was the defenseman's
Yeah,
fault. Like
it's
my
fucking
brother in
great.
Christ.
this is your fault.
Take
Yo,
the
run that
blame.
yourself.
Take the blame. Oh my
And they
God.
still won that game.
Literally.
Oh,
Like it's so stupid. I'm gonna go with like a smaller one. I liked when we were reviewing Kenobi every week at the end of our shows.
Dude, when
Little
the
tiny
boys come
Kenobi
out-
segments are
when
always
the
fun.
boys come out, the next season
We're
the
doing
boys
that.
comes out.
No, you have no idea. The Boys season 4, that online culture is going to be so electric. It's
Dude,
gonna
I
be
wish I watched the new season of the boys when it came because that was like the same time it came out around Kenobi. We could have done both.
Oh, it would have been great. And we're gonna do it when the next one comes out for sure.
Okay, we bothered you enough into watching it, Pierce. That's
Yeah.
all it matters.
You gotta get Mikey Stevens back on the show. And it's not. It's like it just like message Mike Stevens and be like, "Yeah, we're not getting you on for hockey. We just want to talk movies. We're gonna have a movie
Dude,
show."
I would
Because
love
Jimmy, you missed the. You like we
I
literally
know.
were like. He's like, yeah, you know, I'm really hyped for No Way Home and the Batman, and I was like, God damn it, Jimmy really missed out. Like,
Yeah.
this is,
Even
Oh,
called
yeah,
him,
dude.
he's like, I mean this in the nicest way, but Jimmy's a fucking idiot because we told him that you told him.
I know, dude.
oh my god. Oh, I also loved Evan Lee Kaplan breaking the ice by complimenting Pierce's shoes during the
Yeah,
interview.
my
that was
kin
great.
too. My self-like that was dude, Montreal. Yeah, I said this at the beginning of the show. That was a fever dream that happened. That was crazy. I got
Shit,
to
that-
Me trying to explain Kirby Doc's skill set to a bunch of dudes
Yeah,
who didn't speak English.
yeah.
Awesome. I was like, yeah, you guys are gonna love him. He's like, big hits. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes.
It's funny because you in particular, you and I were like pretty loud. You were like the loudest person in that whole like
Oh
area.
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I
We
gotta,
were
you
pretty
can
loud.
probably go back and listen to when Nazar gets drafted. You just hear like you hear
Oh,
one
yeah,
screaming
yeah, it's
idiot and
probably
one guy
you
going,
and I.
woo!
I was really loud, but you were on another level. You were also.
Oh yeah, dude, because it's actually a guy I wanted them to draft for months. Like if they had a first, you know what I mean?
I remember the
Because, like, they
Korchinski
didn't have
pick.
one
You're just
that
like,
day.
all right, I'm getting another beer.
I mean, like it's like, all right, let's just take Savoy and like let's go, and
You're
then they
just
take
like, you're
Korchinski
like
way off the
Monster,
board.
another beer.
But then we sat there for 3 picks. And we were like, okay, well, Machinkov went like 10th, and then Matejchuk went 12th. So
And
I
then-
guess it made sense, but still, like,
Where did Geeky go?
Geeky
He
went
went
11 because
Arizona.
he was the second Arizona pick, I think.
Yeah.
And they trade up like all those picks to get him, and they still didn't.
Yeah. Do you imagine trading up all those picks?
They
to
traded
get that?
up. What the hell? Ugh. And then they drafted Maverick Lamoureux because his parents had sex on the stage. What?
Yeah. Oh goodness.
I
That
can't-
was, that was a fun trip, dude.
Oh, I can't wait for Nashville. The
Dude,
next-
Nashville's gonna be.
all you
I'm
gotta
already.
do is
I'm
something
already
that-
looking at Airbnbs. Like,
I swear I think about it
I
once a
get paid
day.
vacation.
That's
I
gonna
get
be
paid
something
vacation that
else.
week, that's all I'm saying.
like the best realization was when Pierce was like, "Man, I'm just looking at these plane tickets and they're so expensive in the Nashville," and I was like, "Check Chicago. We're gonna drive," and then it was like half the price. Like something.
Dude,
It's
it's
like,
literally more than like less than half the price or whatever.
that's awesome. And like
that is-
Chicago will probably be direct from Edmonton, right? So
I believe so. Yeah, I was still gonna look up that. But
Super
yeah.
easy. Just
We're
fly
making
to-
it happen. That's
you
for
can
sure.
fly into O'Hare or Midway, either one,
Yeah.
and we'll pick you up and we'll just go on our
That road
merry
trip
way.
isn't gonna be insane.
It's gonna be so much fun.
It's,
my gosh.
Oh my
Like
god.
we had great interviews over the year. I'm always privileged for these people that take the time to come on. But like one favorite one that stood out to me was when we had Florence Schelling on like right at the beginning of the year. That was a lot of fun. Like we got to talk to someone who's played at the Olympics that was a GM, like the first woman GM of a sports team like across the world. Like we got to have her on. That was someone I've wanted on for a long time, and the fact that she came on, like took the time, was gracious, and we actually had like a really good time talking to her. Like that was probably my favorite interview
2019. Oh god. That's 2 different Hawks rebuilds ago.
That
That's
is
a long
literally
time ago.
a different lifetime ago. Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. But no, it's always fun doing the podcast. Like, there's moments where we don't go without doing it, and like life happens. This isn't a job; shit happens. But like, whenever we finish the podcast, I always end up feeling better. Not to be like too coy or anything, but like I always love having you guys on, like Jimmy and Schmitty and Reagan as our main hosts, and like even if other people come on, like Jacob to come on, it's always nice to have him come on, and like MP when he joins
we don't
us on
talk about
live stream. But no, it's a lot of fun doing this, and like 2022 is such a huge year. I can't wait to see what 2023 holds. I do want to try to be more consistent. Like, again, shit happens in life, but I do want to try to go back to week. And we're, again, I already mentioned this at the beginning of the show. We're starting it off strong. We're gonna have Brock on, join the show, and talk about the World Juniors. And that's another thing we didn't talk about, but whatever.
We can have a World Junior show.
All you need to know is that Team Canada has their whole left side is Blackhawks defenseman, and Colton Dock is like the
That's all that
I
matters.
can't believe Doc made the team still. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Ryan
Yeah.
Green,
Jacob's like, it pisses me off that he made the team. That's what that face is.
and like Ryan Green was
I'm
like
sure the
their-
fourth line's going to be great.
Yeah, I would have thought Green would have made it over Doc. If
Jacob's like, I'm rooting for Sweden.
Sweden is my team now.
Because isn't Rosen Swedish too, right?
Rosen and Östlund are both Swedish.
Yeah, that's, and then the other guy's Finland. Right? Finnish,
He's
right?
Czech.
Oh, he's Czech. Oh no, Coolidge is Czech. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
stupid. Yeah. Gotta have a lot of countries to watch though. We only have Canada, so.
Yeah, I got everyone to watch now,
Well, I mean,
and
we got
everyone
like
else to prey on.
a guy on each team, but it's nothing.
I don't think
special.
the Blackhawks don't have any American prospect, which is weird.
I mean, Nazar would be on the team if he
Oh,
wasn't like
definitely,
dead,
yeah.
but
If he didn't die, disappear off the
sad.
face of the earth.
rip Nazar, dog. Sad.
Yeah, we had a good run. Anyways,
It's okay.
well, that's about it. Thank you all for tuning in into the show. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and holidays and New Year. And likewise to you guys as well. I probably will text you in the chat, but this is the last podcast we're doing. It's so sad. It was so much fun this year. And I'm looking forward to 2023. Dude, we're coming up on 3 years.
See you in 2023, the year of Bedard.
Hell yeah. One last thing to say, most podcasts barely make it past the first few episodes. In fact, we've been going for 3 years with different people coming in and out. And
It does not feel like 3 years, but that's,
no.
it
It
does
feels
not.
so forever ago, but yet it doesn't. So it's perfect.
That's what a pandemic will do to you.
No, it really feels like yesterday. But
We only started like a month after COVID like hit, like after the NHL season canceled.
Because it was before the COVID. It was like when they just announced. You guys started just when they announced the schedule for the shortened season.
It
I
was
think.
like April. It was April 12th. I know the exact date, but like
Yeah.
I think a month later they announced like the planned schedule.
Mhm.
Anyways, so yeah, really end it off here, gentlemen. Thanks for joining. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night, Jacob. I can't wait to see the big Sheet Liga trades we have coming in.
Oh, fuck, I got
Ryan
so many
Dumoulin, let's
hands.
go, baby.
Which, speaking of
Oh.
which, if you want to be part of the MLB the Show 23 Sim League,
Major League
Send me-
Baseball.
Major League Baby, send me a DM, and we'll try to get you your favorite team. Hey, the Astros are still available. If you want to be the evil empire, be the Trash Tros.
Everyone's favorite team. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy your holidays. Give us a 5-star rating. Please do it. And then give us a good review, or at least if it's a negative one, make us laugh. And yeah. So thank you all for tuning in. Peace out, you know. Bye.